set, go.
Welcome back, MGTOW Nation. Thanks for stopping by another day to Tico's channel, where every day is MGTOW Day. Before we get this started, if you would please subscribe button, ring Tico's notification bell so you know when he posts videos, which is every day. And share this video or any other video you like with your friends, your family, your acquaintances, or anybody else in the YouTube community who you think would enjoy these videos. So, the construct I'm in right now is not a good one. Not a good one, let me tell you. I'm fucked up. We just freestyling it today. I don't have anything goddamn really important to talk about. Why did EIEIO fall out?
Get it rocking, pop, lock and drop it, man.
He probably had connection problems.
Got connection.
With all that goddamn secret CIA business he's into, you think he could get some fucking 5G networking,
right? Right.
It's actually NSA, not CIA. So
Wrong alphabet. I apologize.
Wrong alphabet.
Yeah.
Alphabet people. Oh man. Yo,
yeah.
I was just talking with a friend, and he teaches preschool, and I was like, tell me about your workplace environment. And he's like, oh man, like I'm the only guy, and like, man, there's this one girl who works there. She's like 18, and she got cakes. And I was like, oh my god, let me guess. She has a kid. He's like, man, how'd you know? Yeah, she got a kid. Why?
Everyone got a kid.
And I'm like, of course she does, man. I just lost a lot of respect for you. And he was just like, but man, yeah, if you were to see she has cakes. And I was like, dude, you told me like 5-10 minutes about you getting a teacher job, and you didn't tell me not one thing about a lesson plan. All you told me about
cakes.
all I heard about your teaching job is you got a girl that works with you that's got cakes.
Got cakes. Fuck the lesson plan. The plan is cakes.
I'm like, no wonder, man. You're working in that female infested work environment.
Well, just think, if all he told you about was cakes, what is he telling the kids?
Yeah. And I'm like, so what do? You walk in, you talk to her. He's like, yeah, man. She asked me, she's like, hey, Marco, can you fix the toilet? I don't know what to do. And he's like, and I'm like, you said no, right? You said, fuck you, clean your own damn toilet, right? And he was like, man, I had to say, man, I said, oh, all right, I'll do that.
He's teaching the kids how to simp. That's what he's doing.
He's teaching them how to simp. That is 100% correct. And I'm like, I try to give him a word. I'd be like, okay, well, next time you get to your job, walk in the door, go straight to your desk.
Oh yeah.
Look at your computer screen. And next time she says, oh hey, Marco, hey Enrique, just be like, what's up, nigga? I said, treat her like a dude.
That's for a lot of women. Shit. I do that shit for a lot of women. I'll be high-fiving them, be like, what's up, my nigga?
do that greeting clap down, hold her in real hard and tight.
If she comes in for a hug, you gotta like fake. You gotta pump fake a sneeze, like huh, and then when she backs off, you be like, oh no, that was just, I guess I wasn't gonna sneeze, and then you go for the fist bump because that's the most professional.
The fist bump.
Mm-hmm. Nice, bro.
I was trying to give him I was trying to give him that good red pill advice, man. I was trying to just keep it.
Yeah, don't ever treat a woman like a woman. Treat her like one of the niggas in the streets.
We've created a monster.
Yes.
We've created a monster.
I don't know who said it, but like somebody said it where they were like, "Oh no, it was knowledge is power." Because he was talking about Henry.
Prince
Harry.
Yeah, no, that fucking quote is at my work and the author of it.
Who?
Right? It was successes or knowledge.
I think it was. Didn't it come out of like Sun Tzu or something like that?
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
no, no. Sorry.
Knowledge is power.
Oh, you're talking about where he get the channel from, or that he gets the name for his channel from. I'm talking about knowledge is power. The content creator.
Oh,
So he was talking. He had a video
I
about.
never even saw that.
He had a video about. He had a video about Prince Harry.
Holy shit!
Because
He's
Prince
dropping
Harry apparently
references.
came back. He came back and he came back to live with Meghan in L.A.
Mhm.
So he left the royal family to come live in L.A. with Meghan or whatever her name is. And apparently he's like, my whole life is turned upside down. And something that knowledge is power said was something along the lines of like, women will do like the most dirtiest. They will always do the most evil thing. Like men are like just like born good. Like they won't ever we'll see a community guidelines strike being violated. We won't flag it. We're not going to report any abuse that happens to us in our relationships and stuff like that. And I mean, we should
report it.
Hell yeah. I'm not saying that you shouldn't.
I'll call the fucking cops, and when the cops come, I'm sitting on the couch with my legs crossed and toilet paper and fucking, and I'm just gonna fucking tell them and shit. This bitch.
Just say you're a masculine trans.
And I'm gonna fucking just take fucking forks and put them inside each fucking knuckle and just start fucking clawing my face. And then when the cops come and tell this bitch just scratch the shit out of me, I'm gonna fucking take scissors and just cut long streaks into. She was an animal.
Oh yeah, man. And there's no way that she can really combat it, because you could just say that. I was just sitting here watching TV, and then she came over and just scratched me about just fucking straight down my face.
Just sucker scratched me.
Sucker scratched. That's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hashtag Dozangsand. Sucker scratch.
Hashtag Dozangsand. Yeah. And then just be like, who hurt you?
Right? Who hurt you? This bitch. And I'd start telling the doctors, the DNA's in her fingernails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They'll have to fucking come in and do the scrape thing. But in the meantime, I'm just crying.
Yeah, I mean that's what women do. They have like the rough sex the night before they meet to somebody, so that there's evidence.
Right. And I'll tell them.
That's what you got to do. You got to just get her to like claw your back so that your DNA is in her
fucking
fingertips.
And I'll just sit there when the cops come. I'll just cry. She fucking tore me up. She scratched the fuck out of me. She sucker scratched me. My face is fucked up.
Help me, officer.
I'll throw the fucking forks down the fucking garbage disposal and tell the cops, I just bought it, and now she's fucking sticking forks down there because she fucking scratched me.
Yeah. Then they look in your garbage can. Do things. Why is there a bunch of forks with blood all over them in the garbage can? And you'd be like, we were making ribeye and had to
tenderizing the meat.
It's tenderizing the meat, and I don't know what that's from. No.
Yeah,
not at all.
Psychesoap said you stupid for that one.
No, but man, I just been trying to help in any way that I can, because I just any money spent on a date right now is just I feel like it's just leading to a recession, any money that you spend on a date right now it's just gotta be the final nail in the coffin. Like I said, I've said before, I've only ever spent $14 on a woman before. So I really don't. Sometimes it's hard for me to relate and understand with why a man would do that.
No, let's be okay. So Aubrey Yammers, you spent $14
on flowers.
And that was it. That's the most. That's the most.
I try to get a discount. I try to get a discount too.
I try to use my shopper's card. Yeah.
I tried to use my shopper card, and then they didn't give me any discount. They're just like, "We'll give you gas points." I'm like, I don't really want gas. I just don't want to spend money.
Double I. What's the
Yes.
In what construct did you spend the most money on?
Yeah.
You know, in a very past blue pill style lifestyle that I used to live, I can say I've spent thousands of dollars
On one woman, or like in your whole lifetime? I mean, what is the most you've spent on one woman?
on one. Oh,
Yeah.
That's
He's got a good distinction.
You got to do the equation. See, the Yam's got the simplistic one. He's got no equation. He spent once. He knows he's ahead, and he walks away.
Let me tell you something, Rody. When you come into the COVID FEMA camp, let me tell you something, brother. Cage mask.
So how much?
Cage mask.
How much? Double I. How much?
I would say upwards of 10,000 plus.
10,000 plus.
But nothing simping. Nothing simping. Like I wouldn't buy anything.
But this is
what is it like? What you like?
Barbecue's done.
Oh, all right. Here we go. On one person, right? So
Yeah. On one woman.
On one.
You say 10,000 or more.
Now, does that include theft or not?
Like she was stealing from you and you didn't report it?
No, she stole from me, and there's nothing I can do.
No, because you didn't give her that.
Okay.
I'm saying,
then in that case,
you willingly,
right, in one shot,
in one fucking shot. Because I mean, if it's a lot, people kind of remember that.
It's different because the amount of money that you
I would have to say
is in search of a different type of value. But like, if you're spending money, like if you spend money in a relationship, I think that's different than if you're dating and then you like drop money on a dinner. You guys know what I'm saying?
I agree. Because look, dude, I think the most I spent on one woman was $10,000, but that was a vacation trip with her to the islands.
Okay. No. He's all dead. How much? What about you, Roni? How much have you dropped on one woman?
Nothing more than 100 on her. Nothing more than 100 on her. Fuck that. You don't get none of the Rody money. Fuck that.
The Rody money stays in the pocket.
My money.
The more the Rody money's
fine. But with that said, I'm still with the woman.
Oh, you're still with her. You're still with the one that you.
Very nice.
But it's wrong.
But it's wrong. It's
but it is wrong.
I've spent 3,000 on one in one
night on one gift.
No, in one night.
An experience. On an
just
experience.
Like
Oh, the most you spent in one night, basically. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Or one day.
Basically on one woman too. I mean, I was there for the fun, but I mean, I wouldn't have spent that money if it wasn't for her. But I was willingly spending it.
No, fuck that.
Psychesoap. Psychesoap.
To be kind of honest, like
if
you count up the amount of weed
not provided by
if you count up
Psychesoap.
the amount of weed that a girl has smoked in my presence that I bought, maybe it's gotten a little bit higher than $14. But maybe like 25. Like they smoke. Like I look at the bag, I'm like, that ain't an 8. But like that's kind of like how I think about it. Like to try to be in the good light of a woman, $14. Doing my own thing and having a girl basically steal from me or finesse from me, probably a little bit more, because I do admit I was blue pilled at some point. So you have to count those as L's. You have to count those L's. You have to take those L's and accept those L's. Because if you walk around being like, oh, never, you have to be, because we're the ones that can actually teach people about the other side. It's not like Tico can't really get through to those people because he's never experienced what it's like to to be on the other side where he's like super vulnerable. He like goes in his hip pocket to give more money just to impress a woman. But like, we have, and in me, it's been my attention. That's what is like been the most what I've simped most with. Yeah, it's been like the currency that I simped with the most in the past. Is like pay attention to bitches for just too long, too much. They tell me too much about their life. All of a sudden, I'm acting like them, and I'm like just like looking in the mirror, like who is you? Who hurt you?
Why you watching Grey's Anatomy at 3 in the morning with this bitch?
Oh yeah, that's okay. Though that's something I never.
Fucking
Okay,
Twilight.
okay. But I'm not the worst in that because every time, like a girl's like, "You want to watch Handmaid's Tale?"
I bet you half you motherfuckers watch Twilight.
Yeah, I did watch Twilight. I did watch.
See,
I watched all. But I
On a
watched
regular
them by
ass woman,
myself, though.
the most I ever spun was $3.
$3.
$3.
Oh,
that's good. That's good.
On my daughters, on the other hand, that's a whole nother story we ain't gonna get into.
I
there
understand.
are women that you be like.
I understand.
But I understand.
Now that's cool.
That's a different story.
Yeah, my one daughter, I spun what like 56,000, and the other one I spun like
school
62,000.
School.
Yeah.
No, that's more than school.
that was
their
money.
quinceañera gifts, basically.
Yeah,
one got a Mercedes, one got a Mercedes, and the other one got a
yeah. That's wrapped around the finger.
A Jaguar.
We have some carnosaurs here. So I'd like to ask a question. Just for my personal knowledge, it's like, do a lot of men who date those 95 octane women, or like the women who have cakes or whatever, basically just women with good looks, and that's basically all they have to offer? Do they buy them like those cars, like the sports cars and stuff, so that men can basically look at the car and not look at their fine body?
No, fuck that. I'll get her.
No, they basically try to buy it so they can stunt, basically. So they can be like, look what I got for my baby.
Half of the time, anytime I see a nice sports car, it's always a woman, like a blonde hair, blue eyes. What would be considered in America as like a 9 or 10 out of 10. But I mean,
I always see old people. I mean, that's just me.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, me too. It's either
if it's a woman in the car, she's a try-hard. She probably don't even own the fucking car.
She probably right?
Okay.
She probably didn't even own the fucking car.
But that's why I asked. I just had to ask.
I did a photo shoot for a guy in a Ferrari one time. He just got it. He was all proud of it and everything like that. So we had a car meet, and he's like, "Okay, when can I take pictures with you?" and blah blah blah. And I was like, we can do some. And so he's like, "Well, can you bring models or something? Like, you're telling me that you got a Ferrari and you can't find a chick?" And he's like, "No."
What the hell are you doing?
Is going on? Fuck that!
What?
Stop
What the
that!
hell is that?
Is somebody choking?
Yeah, the chicken. Flogging the motherfucking dolphin. What the fuck?
It sounded like oh wow, I don't even know what that sound would be.
I don't know what it is, man, but it's on Dozangsand's picture.
I'm using my imagination right now.
Do you want to?
Continue double I with your goofy ass. Y'all goofy ass.
That was it. That was the story, because like
he really couldn't find women with a Lamborghini or whatever the hell he had.
A Ferrari.
He couldn't find women to actually, and he had a Ferrari. That dude had hair so.
Well,
I'm telling you, I actually have
simping,
photos from that day.
Simping is like a lot like real estate. Simping is a lot like investing in like penny stocks. It's like it's like a diminishing return.
Right.
So it's like
True story.
and it's like, you take the example that I just said, 18-year-old with cakes at your job. Is it really that important for you to pay attention to that woman with a kid? 18 cakes, kid.
That makes no damn sense.
And
that's not even attractive to me anymore.
Yeah.
Not even.
Chad comes in.
You say a kid. You lost me at kid and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's
'Cause
like
that's- yeah.
at one point I could have
Not
been
even
like,
worth it.
I could have encouraged him and been like, well, pump and dump, what have you, or monk life, what have you. But then as soon as he said kid, I realized I'm dealing with a different animal. I'm dealing with somebody.
Right?
Yeah.
You can pump and dump it. I mean, you might, but you work with the damn thing, so that
But you work with the thing.
the damn thing. So
Work with the
you might
damn
end up in a
thing.
Me Too moment if she feels upset that you left her.
Exactly.
Paying for it, nigga.
And you know you're going to pay for that shit when she goes to services.
Motherfucker, restraining order. Fuck that.
What's the price tag?
Like I don't think I've ever let's see, wait, I can't, I gotta go back. Because so pump and dump, you have to, I think pump and dump, and I don't want to overthink it, right? Make sure Aubrey Yam doesn't overthink, right? So pump and dump, do you have to be you have to be able to like ghost completely afterwards, right? You can't pump and dump and then like maintain a relationship.
You can pretty much keep them in a rotation.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
You're not
Tom
really
Lucky
pumping
said,
and
you know
dumping.
what I'm saying?
You're basically keeping around like a little black book type thing.
Right.
Yeah,
But like Tom Lucky said, right? It's that first 6 months, because when you first get with a chick and everything, and then all of the fucking vasopressin and fucking cortisol and motherfucking what is that other brain oxytocin and shit just runs high. It's usually in the first 3 to 6 fucking months of you meeting the bitch. So what you should do is just enjoy the cocktails and shit. 6 months is the limit, man. You go past that shit, fuck that. You gotta leave.
It's no longer pump and dump at that point.
It will
Well,
be
what's the
because
difference
you
between-
gotta
So you have
What happens if you fuck her, you dump her, and then you dump her, and then like 6 months later you're like, hey, you want to get dumped in again?
and they down for it.
I think-
And that goes on for years. Is that not a pump and dump? Because to me, that's
no.
It's just
Because I think you can pump. I think pump and dump is like here's my thought, because I don't think I've ever pumped and dumped, because I've slept with women in college and stuff, but I don't consider that pump and dump because they weren't like in a rotation. It was more just like a one night stand. So like I think you have one night stand on one end, and then you have like the vasopressin.
rudimentary form.
Yeah, pump. Okay, yeah, pump and dump
is pump and dump a broad construct?
Yeah,
it pretty much is. I don't think
there's
pump and
an
dump
advanced type, and then there's the motherfucking rudimentary.
Is there a wrong way to pump and dump? I mean, if you go too far off to the left, is that not right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's up to individual person, but like at the same time, it's like what's the difference between a one night stand and a pump and dump?
Well, that's what I'm asking. That's why I asked: is pump and dump a broad construct? Because if
you pump and dump somebody, technically in my eyes, if you pump and dump somebody, that's technically a one night stand, or one afternoon stand, or
but it can be
one evening stand.
Too.
Afghanistan, fuck it.
So every one night stand is a pump and dump, but not every pump and dump is a one night stand.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got that right. There you go.
Yeah. That's how we gonna simplify that shit.
That is.
Don't do it, Stan. Forget a Stan. Don't do it, Stan.
Don't be a Chad.
Leave it alone, Stan.
Yeah.
You want to
harder, Stan.
down.
Walk away, Stan. Make cow it, Stan.
Something always sounds funny about that type of shit, especially when you start talking about like incels and black pill people.
Yeah,
they always talk about like how if you're not an attractive man, you can't get women. Bitch, I done turned down 86 women alone this year, and I stopped counting at 86.
And I've been ugly for 3 years.
Yeah,
like, what is it? Why is that a measurement though? How is that even a measurement?
But like the thing is like I can turn down a woman.
All the women that are hitting me up are high quality women that actually haven't.
But I mean, how can that be even used as a measurement?
Why you say that?
Because I think that like so I think turning a woman down is the same as having a woman reject you and you not care. I think that
Mhm.
those are equal. Those can be. Those are like on equal
Because
footing.
according to a lot of them, I'm not the most attractive person in the world, but I've turned down 86 women, and I stopped counting
Mm.
after 86.
Yeah, some women may say that you've let yourself go, but really you've let yourself grow, like yam with the roots in the soil. And so like, and so like
Damn.
just because I'm not a desired or
Hashtag
attractive
McTown
to
win.
women, exactly. Just because I'm not desired or attractive to women, doesn't mean that I'm not growing myself. But at the same time, if if there's any woman who wants to play the game as like I'm gonna see if Yam will change up his habits after I treat him this way, I count that as me rejecting them, or to put it the way Tico's putting it. But at the same time, I'm not in a position to be turning down like high quality women like Tico like so easily. Like if a high
So,
quality woman was like basically like I want you, Yam, then I would be like, why? like,
so does that
like,
mean you are? Does that mean you are
Don't say
incapable
that,
of going
Yam.
back to the reservation,
the plantation?
Don't say why.
the plantation? Yes.
That motherfucker said reservation, and I put
Well, what I mean, well, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, when we
Plantation.
say when we
Is that?
say
Does that mean you're impervious to the plantation?
when we say go back, we have to realize that like where we are now is just as good as fucking ourselves as where we would be on the plantation if we're not okay with who we are inside. Like if you go out on into self improvement and stuff, like you could still be in the plantation and not even know it because you're still at the behest of some broad begging you
Probably
for
got
beta.
heifer.
Yeah. And but at the same time, like if you kind of let your mind wander into places unknown or unexplored in your psyche,
Be right
and
back.
Like you go.
you kind of take a hold
Back
or
to
take
so.
a brief hold on improving yourself for the outside world, you'll probably end up being like shunned from the plantation, and like whether or not that's something you want is like an entirely separate issue, but it could happen, and you
So
could
you're
be
saying
blessed.
it's possible to be disassociated from the plantation by the
Yeah,
plantation.
but you can't work hard enough, and to them that's seen as like and work hard enough. I don't even mean just like labor, but if you don't
Mhm.
show any effort to any of the women around you in your female infested work environment that you're trying to wife one of them up or appeal to
Yeah.
them or be desirable to them, then
Mm.
most people will see you as not being a part of the group. Like they'll just see you as the outcast, and anytime you have a problem,
Mm.
you can't really go to them. So like I like the term where people talk about frame, because it's like if you're in that position where you haven't really given anybody any sort of, you've like given them nothing, then you can say like, do this for me, go, hey, help me out with that, kind of be more masculine. But when the moment you start to compromise and do the whole feminine like relating thing, I think that's where it gets more ambiguous where you are in a way being away from the plantation, like because a lot of these things have double meanings when it comes to like lifting weights or like reading books, expanding your knowledge, because all of that
Mhm.
stuff can be used to impress a woman. And the moment you start trying to do that, that's like you might as well not even try to leave the plantation, because
You might as
they
well.
have a lead on you. They have a lead on you by saying like, if we follow the paper trail of what Psychesoap or Yam or Dozangsand or Double I or Tico are doing at wherever they're at, for wherever they spend their time, whether it be at work or home or something, it's like we can find a way to get this person back on plantation, and they will try to get you back. You
We'll
know,
give it time because I'm gonna get that nigga.
like
Yeah.
they'll get you back
Time.
either by
I
your
like that
own
Roni nigga. I want
admission,
him.
or they'll get you back like they'll get my boy Marco back by me too and him if he tries
Oh
it.
no, then shit.
That's how
Yeah,
they're
that's
gonna get you
crazy
back.
right there, man.
No man. No
They get in
man.
prison.
Don't be trying to
That's
me
when you say
too the
no.
Roni. The Roni me too'd everybody. Even the me too and bitches.
Who was it? Nancy Reagan that said just say no. Just say
Like,
no,
yo,
bitches.
come
Just say
on.
no. Just say no.
Just say no.
To the crack. Motherfucker. Say no to the crack.
Don't be a crack hoe.
Don't be
Just
a
say
crack
no.
hoe.
Yeah, it was Reagan.
You know what?
Don't be a crack
If
hoe,
they'd
be a
have
crack
said
whore.
that would have made sense. Yeah, man, like, okay, it's not
Don't
really
date a
amendment
crack
or
hoe.
nothing, but
Just say no.
Yeah, that's right. For real. I mean, facts. But yo, Tico, hey, speaking of facts, I mean,
I don't know.
shit, I
Some
turned
people
down
see a
about
dirty
half the
bitch
women
when
that
I
you
see
got,
a,
man,
like
about
a
like
cheap
42,
punching
43.
bag and a
Check
good
it out, though.
blowjob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, punch a bag, good blowjob, and I'm making a good sandwich on a motherfucking Foreman grill. But I'm
No,
trying to tell y'all,
crackheads
man,
don't make good
I
sandwiches.
turned down half the amount of women that Tico Trez turned down,
Crackhead
but
sandwiches
they have ranged the scale, the
very,
whole
very thin.
spectrum. I mean, I would like to say in my case from an 8 all the way to a 2. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't seen no 1s, haven't seen no 10s. Especially not in my motherfucking neck of the woods.
Yeah, I've turned on a lot of women.
I have myself as well, man.
Roni, not like you're.
but it's been a
Roni,
wide
I'm not gonna
spectrum. They
accuse
haven't
you.
been all high quality. They haven't
I'm
been
not.
low.
I'm not gonna accuse you. I'm not gonna accuse you because my brother Roni, you have what you do, and you attract the kind of woman based on what it is that you do and the place that you are in, and everywhere you go, there you are. But the scale thing is a cope. Like I've said previously, the scale thing, like okay, I get assessing quality, but the quality and scale do not really coincide. Like I know somebody could be rated highly but be a shitty quality person.
Qualitative versus quantitative.
Yeah, and so
short.
like I think that the amount that you turn them down would only hinge on your philosophy in terms of, because I'm sure when you say you've turned down women, you've probably also been counseling women about their relationships. You've probably been selected by a lot of women who have been trying to size you up without you actually turning them down. Like basically women just talking to you is them sizing you up for the most part, especially if they're at a certain point in their life and you can tell that either like they don't have kids or their situation puts them in the save a hoe mentality. Like you can be somebody's potential Captain Save a Hoe, and you can also be somebody's like potential Chad, all in the same day where it is that you're working. It's all about their perception of you, you know? So it's like,
it's a bird, it's a plane. What's that nigga name?
and you rejecting somebody as Chad is different than you rejecting somebody as Captain Save-A-Ho, because when you reject them as Captain Save-A-Ho, you're making like major strides. Yeah. But when you reject somebody as Chad, you're like, oh, my standards are way too high. You know, it's just this different thing. It's a different thing entirely.
Completely different ball game.
Yeah, because I was laughing at the SMB scale because I downloaded the app for SMB scale. Y'all can download that on Google Play or Apple. And apparently, I took a test. A person who looks good but has no other qualities can score lower than a guy that's average. A guy that's average and has a lot of qualities.
Yeah, because the
according to the SMB scale and this SMB scale.
The sex is the end of SMB. The sex is like just the beginning of SMV. The sex is the foot in the door to the rest of what she can get from a man. Mm-hmm. In terms of that. So
I'm talking about SMB. SMB in general, like you can look handsome on the SMB scale, but if you have no other qualities, you have no education, you don't have a nice car, you can actually score lower than a person that's average. You can score lower than a person that's average and works out every day with a nice car and education.
Yeah, Tico's liking his barbecue I was making. Yeah. Woo.
I remember that's one of the first things that you were on No Oxford, or I think it was Table Flip, was the Roni, or not Roni, it was Psychesoap, and then the picture was a grill. It's like with like some chicken breast. Grill some chicken, or you're grilling some beef, or I forget what you were getting. You know they're limiting now because of meat packing stuff. Dozangsand, you heard about this?
Yeah.
What y'all think?
Wait, what are they doing? What are they limiting?
Back up.
You can't buy more than 2 of one. Meat and poultry counts as the same selection. So turkey and chicken, beef, pork.
I went crossways, man, because I got a little pork, and then I got 2 in poultry, 1 turkey, and then the other chicken.
Yeah,
Sorry,
somebody
guys.
tried to
Sorry,
tell me
Tico.
like, oh, I have to get 3 because I have a family of 4 and I can't.
Hey, Psychesoap,
not but
do you
one.
smell that?
What's that?
You smell that, right?
Yeah, what's that shit?
That's communism.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Communism.
Shit. Communism, for those who don't know, Double R, if you care to elaborate, define communism.
In communist Russia, during bad times, they controlled what do you call it? Supply chains and things like that.
They rationed you all the way down. I mean, but yet at the same
Freedom is
time,
gone.
Supply chains, they control how much you
America,
can actually purchase.
yes, but at the same time, at the same time in the 30s, mind you, and this was after, Russia didn't had a little revolution in 1917 and all that good shit. On the other side of the pond, the Americans, capitalist as fuck, had that FDR up in that bitch, right? And so food stamps were born. You know what I'm saying?
Food stamps are like
communism is really just getting the working class to overthrow the ruling class. You know, it's a political system. I mean, but really it does nothing. They just get the people to overthrow the current government for the people who really want the power.
Yeah.
I mean
the economics of communism is still pretty capitalist.
Like, only for
the social policies are
only
like
for the state and the leaders and their cronies. It doesn't work for anybody else.
You're not going to have people, doing van life and shit like that, like they do. All that shit's going to be on lockdown.
The idea of owning a car.
Everything's going to be fucking locked down
for communism. Yeah.
That's the way they want.
All that van life, baby. I'm hopeless. Smoking kicking weed, trying to get my focus.
Well, okay, like I think there was an art exhibit or something where it was juxtaposing like peak capitalism with like the war in Vietnam. So it would show what a house looked like in modern day America
Mr.
during
Forma?
that time. And then Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
I know a lot of blue pill Republicans that would still fuck her.
AOC?
AOC.
AOC? I think she's
animalistic on cock is
like
what it stands for.
She looks like a goddamn.
What the hell are somebody doing over there?
She's more conservative than Romney's left nut.
It stands for animalistic on cock. That's what that is. This bitch.
AOC is an attention freak, in my opinion.
She's a sweaty freak. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say
looks
anything
like
more.
Manuel Rodriguez.
She just wants attention.
I know some trolls that are attention freaks. So.
Control
Then again,
is a no.
I wouldn't fuck her with a dildo I bought from the store.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't touch that with your dick.
I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that with somebody from Skid Row.
I wouldn't touch that with my dog's dick.
Here we go with the dog.
I wouldn't let that dog touch my dog.
You.
Like I heard somebody was on YouTube. YouTube sends me the weirdest stuff. Push notifications.
Weirdest stuff.
Why?
I'll be watching a wind video, and he'll just be like, "Just MGTOW in the wind, signing out," and then be like, "Who hurt you?" or something like that, and then all of a sudden it'll autoplay to like, "So yeah, I mean, Lindsey Graham, what do you think about this deep state stuff?" And I'm like, "Really? You're asking a politician what he thinks about the deep state, and you expect like a fair and balanced answer,
right?"
Yeah. And it's like a lot of these people are just so nasty, and they're old, and then they're connected to all like the nasty sex dungeon shit.
Pedophiles.
Yeah, man. Yo, but yeah. What's her name? That bitch. Yo, she is twisted as fuck. Yo, if she got these bullshit recommendations, guys, check it out. She got these bullshit recommendations. Like, if you like Tico Tren, then you must like the Hell's Angels. Like, what the fuck? They're totally unrelated.
Tico Tren is a Nazi. I didn't know if you knew that or not, but.
I mean, come on, man. That makes
Wow,
no
Tico,
sense.
I didn't know all these things about you.
Yeah, he's got
Does?
the swastika tattooed on his left back.
It's all like in my school. Everybody who was alternative lifestyle were just so uncomfortable, or at least that's how they would express living their life. Their lived experience was like, I can't walk into this place without getting judged, or this place, or I can't make certain purchases without feeling like my feminism or my feminine ways.
Whenever I feel judged, I just think, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that. Whenever I feel judged. If somebody looks at me the wrong way, I think, what the fuck are you looking at?
Yeah, what are you looking at?
Face,
Why
fuck
is it
it.
that every time I see the same 5 videos 15 times a
Same
day
goddamn
for
hoe.
3 months? Come on, man.
Dancing on every fucking video. The same
Sir,
hoe.
I think that PPE is
Everywhere I go,
highly important
I
to
see the
regulating.
same hoe.
What am I, ugly or something? Come on, man. Fuck that. Get out of my face.
And
then
it's
they
true.
do-
Nobody's
Yeah.
comfortable right now because they're all suffocating with a mask. But just before this, there were people who were comfortable living in this society. And to,
I have no
to
idea
that,
what
I say that you, my friend, are the Nazi. You're the real Nazi.
You're
I'm not
the
trying to
fucking real
be.
Nazi.
I'm not trying to be like here at the Tico Tren channel. We do not call people Nazis.
I might.
But Aubrey Yam is straight up calling
This is
somebody.
savages, motherfucker. Savage.
I'm just saying. With that disclaimer, there are literally so many Nazis out right now. Like literally, they'd be like, "I saw that woman. That woman spit on her hand, and she wasn't wearing a mask, and she touched the food." And like, or
Right.
Corona.
Sex, even up.
She coughed in my direction.
or like the people on the beach.
999.
The people on the beach
Nine.
would all be gassed.
9.
999.
9. Yes, 9 of them were here.
What the fuck? Double I know.
And 95.
Yes, 95 and 95.
No.
But one thing that I see here, guys, is like the dispenser, like old ladies will be walking around with the same N95 that you get from like the dispensary, and you'd be like, "Oh, okay, I see what you're working with, old lady. Yeah, you got that free N95 mask. Okay, I see how you working."
Nice trunks you got there, Sonny.
I mean, who the fuck's depressed? Who's depressed? Ain't no one goddamn depressed. Everyone feel good.
They
Everyone
didn't
feel
like
good?
that extended winter, is what that really was.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
I feel
More
good.
winter,
basically, 'cause
no.
Feel fucking good.
I feel good basically because I know every day is gonna be some new bullshit that I just be like,
Every day is
I
a
get to
big town day.
yeah, exactly.
Damn.
I get to just shake. I get to shake my
I
head.
get to do whatever the fuck I want when I
I
want
get
to
to
do it.
shake
How
my
I
head
want to do it.
unironically every day.
When I
Dozang.
want to do it. Where I want to do it. How I
That
want to do it.
that saying of yours is actually quite catchy. I found
Yeah.
myself saying that in the mirror
What
the
is?
other day. Like
What is?
every day it is a MGTOW day.
I'm telling you, I have catchphrases.
What a great one, man.
A goddamn great.
Something else,
You know, I'm gonna make bobbleheads with my
something
fingers.
else that Dozangsand talks about. It's kind of hard to describe because every goddamn time he talks about it, he has to goddamn say goddamn.
Yep.
And that's just goddamn awesome.
God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Every goddamn day.
Right. God damn it.
God
It was a
damn
MGTOW day yesterday. It was a
goddamn
MGTOW day
It's
today.
a
And it
goddamn
would be a MGTOW day tomorrow.
my brothers.
Mom,
Get back on the track,
I know Yam like that one, my
I
brothers.
do, yeah. I used to say that all the time. I'd be like, "What's going on, my brothers?" Your voice got a crack.
Anywho,
Yeah, we got catchphrases for days.
goddamn depressed.
I don't have any catchphrases.
You
Yeah,
got
you
a
do.
catchphrase.
That's
You
just
got a
fact.
catchphrase
Now
for
let
the
that
most
shit sink
part.
in.
For the most part, that's your
Yeah.
catchphrase.
Right?
Sad part
For the
about
most
that is
part.
you do.
Yeah.
That part right there. Yeah.
And that's just fact, Tico. They're right.
That's just fact. Right.
You know, if you
Nigga may be
if you
from a
don't
third world
realize
country,
by
but a
now-
nigga got standards.
E-I-E-I-E-I-O
Come on, check
catchphrase.
this out, man. Every single time,
Whenever
every single time-
E-I-E-I-O wants to something to say important, you
I got one,
gotta
too.
listen for one word, and that word is construct.
Holy shit!
Construct. You listen.
That ain't right.
or he'll
Ain't
say,
right,
or
this
he'll
ain't.
say,
'Cause
or he'll
you know
say,
who
That's
else
not
does
right,
that, right?
D-Bang.
or he'll say,
That's not right. That's
this
not
is what
right.
he'll say.
You know who
You
else
guys-
do that?
You guys will be saying something. This is what Double L say.
So fuck that.
That part right there. That part right there.
Right there. That part right there.
That
Right
part
here?
right there.
Or my favorite, all-time favorite. Let's dissect
That part
this.
right there?
Let's dissect this or that. Yeah.
Stop. Cut it out.
That part right here?
No, I think you got a catchphrase.
Wow.
Now
I
that's
don't have
it
no-
right there,
I
nigga.
got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah.
They're gonna make me die. I'm trying to get some shit done today.
Yam doesn't have any catchphrases though.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
No, I
you
do not.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Yes, you do.
Well, let's hear them. Y'all keep saying, yeah,
Don't make don't make us embarrass you, Yam.
do it. Do it. We all on the line
As
here.
I was matriculating through.
Oh shit! Fuck that, yeah.
What's the other one? What's the other one? Hang on.
What you doing, yeah?
Oh shit.
Guys,
What's the one?
hey
What's the
yo,
one
yo,
he used to
yo.
say- What's the other one he says all the time? What was it? Oh shit. Red Pill Radio used to say the shit too.
All right.
Let that
It comes
ruminate.
back to you.
Let that ruminate.
Ruminate. Not marinate, but ruminate.
Ruminate. Yeah.
Yo, what's up, pimp? How's my sound?
Ah.
Sounds
we
good.
go.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
Mr.
Hey,
Former,
blood-
you have
All right,
catchphrases.
guys,
Trust
come
me.
on, man.
Mr. Former has catchphrases.
Psychesoap has
Yeah,
a
I know. That's what I said too.
catchphrase,
Mr. Forman got catchphrases.
What is it? Psychesoap has a catchphrase
I'm just
too.
so
What is
excited to
it?
be in a relationship, guys.
Right?
That's him. Come on.
Right?
Psychesoap has a
Open the door to
catchphrase,
my
don't he?
establishment.
Psychesoap has 3
And,
catchphrases.
I'm stuck in character.
All right. I know I got one. Come on.
As a
lay it
former
on me.
Bostonian.
Let's get
As a
it over with.
Bostonian.
Okay, what I was trying to say. Check this out. Check this out. Everything that you do in life, there's a MGTOW catchphrase for it. So it's like if
Yeah.
somebody's trying to interrupt you, you just say keep it going. And if
Keep it going, right?
they try to
Keep it
if they
going.
try
Keep it
to
going.
if they try to come at you with some unfinished idea, you just say, the sad part about that is, and you hit them with some straight up facts, because that's just fucking facts.
That's just
That's
fact.
just facts.
And if somebody
That's just
if somebody who's
Keep it
blue
going.
pilled is actually describing something red pilled, you go, that part right there is the concept.
Keep it going.
Word.
And then
Word.
every once in a while you can work it in, like they'd be like, how's it going? And you're like, I'm just
And
waiting
the thing
for
of it is,
yeah, and something that I find funny. But one thing you can say is when somebody asks you how you're doing is just like, I'm just waiting for this goddamn day to end.
Because it's a day that'll never die. It's Mayday, y'all. Mayday special.
Who gives a
Mayday.
fuck about May? You know what day today is? Any other goddamn day. Today's yesterday and tomorrow. Fuck
Hey,
Mayday. Mayday is
ahead.
something that I swear like white girls made up.
Keep
Mhm.
going.
You know? I'm serious.
Keep
I think
going.
these white girls made it up.
It's
damn,
English.
Duzang, who hurt you?
Oh, okay. Well, it's like
you,
I had this thought the other day about my birthday. Right?
Damn.
Like, 'cause my birthday, it's like sometimes some years you don't want to celebrate your birthday, other years you want to turn up because it's like fuck it, I don't know
Of
what
course.
to do.
Turn up.
So like those days that you don't want to, just say,
I don't want to turn up.
I don't celebrate birthdays. My birthday was the day that I took the
am
red pill.
I am a Jehovah Witness.
No, not that. Come on.
Oh,
Wow.
that turned dark real quick. Fuck.
No, just say
Damn.
if somebody says like, why don't you want to celebrate your birthday? You should say, my birthday, the day that I was born was the day that I took the red pill.
You should just look at them all fucking emo.
Yeah.
Sit there because I want to die.
Oh,
That's why I don't celebrate fucking birthday. Who are you? And what?
and then just play some grunge music for no fucking reason.
No.
What's that?
You just basically bust out saying, because I was born on October
Mr. Forma, will you please?
at nighttime
Please.
during Demon Night.
Accept
And
me
everyone
as
celebrates my birthday as demons.
Forma, please.
What Yeah, this savage, man. This some savage shit, man. Hey, man,
Yeah.
this some savage shit, man. I don't know what that shit is, man. That is some savage shit, man.
Please.
What the fuck?
Mr. Forma, please.
That's savage.
Add your friend on Facebook. Please.
Mr. Forma's catchphrase is like, Desi pizza, or like whatever he calls that Indian pizza.
That's fine. No, that's not.
Philly cheesesteak pizza.
Oh, the Philly
Nah,
man,
he
that
has more than
pizza
that.
is
No,
fucking
his catchphrase is establishment, because he says that a lot.
Roll the van.
Roll the van. Oh, yeah, the van.
Yeah, you gotta roll the
Or
van,
Costco.
fam.
Be my
Come on now.
Costco.
Oh, yo. That
Costco.
is. Yo.
Costco's at 8 in the morning.
Exactly. Yeah. They are from New England, right? Because they do speak English. Remember that.
Yo, so
Makes no sense.
I
You're
don't
the one
understand
you're the one actually
how
came
can
up with
someone
that
be
shit.
at Costco so much?
I know, right?
All right, Costco.
There ain't no
always
Costco
at
here.
Costco.
What the fuck?
Maybe he
Costco,
works.
At least Costco thought to beat Judge Judy.
Thank you, Mr.
He's
Forma.
not here to defend
whoa.
himself, but I got to go
Yeah,
in
he's
on him.
not,
I got to go in on him, even though he's not here to
okay.
defend himself.
Oh my God. He's like making his own rules.
Got to
And
pull
Mr.
that.
Forma.
Judge
Savage
Judy got cake.
And May Day
That was a
2020.
crazy night that night.
Tico
Yeah.
Tren
I'm looking at all three of you motherfuckers like,
roast Mr. Forma.
what the fuck?
May Day
Uh-huh.
May
Hey, Mr. Forma.
2020.
Mayday.
We only roasting him because he didn't send us no damn pizza.
You, my
Fuck.
friend, Mayday.
Whoa.
He's gonna
I'm
make
not
us
roasting him. I'm
fly all the way
actually
over
roasting True Sherm about the Judge Judy thing.
Wait, so True Sherm
Oh
actually
my
had sex
God.
with Judge Judy?
No, he's talking about Judge
he-
Judy looked good in
He
her one
looks at
outfit.
her old, her younger.
She looked good in her one outfit,
pictures.
basically. This one outfit she was
Yeah.
wearing. I think she went to like some type of pajama party or something like that in that
Yeah.
outfit.
No, she had a bikini on at the beach. and shit.
Oh, okay. I missed that
Don't
one.
tell me Sherm would do Judy.
Yes,
He said she
he
looked
would.
good.
He would just smash.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch this
Telling
video.
you.
I'm gonna have to
Smash
listen to
on.
this Sherm.
This
When
is-
Sherm
No,
on
no, he didn't make it. That was actually in
This
a
is
live.
when the hangouts. This is when the hangouts on Google went. It was gone, right?
No,
flat.
it was actually the
Just
one
before
video that we did that was 6 hours on my channel. We had everybody in the chat. We had like 90 people in the damn. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
In
it
last
was a
one.
party, man. It was a party. Damn, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Yo, stop filing your taxes right now. You ain't got until June to do it, motherfucker. Shit.
Still ain't got my stim check yet.
Next thing I got none.
Hey, but
Your
I
mom
did
might
get
have
my
it.
I did get my bonus. Boom.
I don't even
Yeah.
feel.
Oh,
I don't
Kim
even feel
Bonus.
about it.
Jong-un. Kim
I did get the Ronnie
Jong-un
bonus.
I don't
research.
need your commie books.
What the fuck is my gel bracelet still
What
doing
about-
here?
What about Kim Jong-un?
He resurfaces. He comes out of hiding after 20 days of speculation.
Yeah, I told you he was alive.
Yeah.
I ain't listening to me.
Sleeping well.
I was hoping he was dead.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna die. He'll never die.
Nah, he's
Nah.
not.
He'll never die. You sound like the fucking typical North Korean.
He ain't gonna die.
He'll never die.
No Koreans don't die.
He ain't gonna die. Pretty
Multiply.
much like right.
Yeah. He baby kids.
He don't die. He multiply.
He don't die.
He-
That's
he
Are you
Sometimes
kidding
Apparently,
me?
Mr.
One
Form,
of
Mr. Forman wanted to defend
Yeah.
himself about
That guy don't even have a
Costco thoughts.
penis.
one
Oh,
of his
man. The Costco thoughts are
one of
wrong.
his bodyguards would probably give her left titty to make sure he doesn't die.
Pretty much. That's exactly what might happen. There you go. He actually used stem cell research this time.
RPTEST9B.
Damn, I'm hearing a lot of motherfucking silverware in the background. What the fuck?
Oh, serious.
Tinkle be tink.
Those are legit Craftsman tools, son. That's what silverware you're.
Yeah, this is the red pill. This is the red pill meetup. Red pill today, established in '90.
What the fuck?
Mr. Forma.
Mr. Forma.
All right. First
You
of
wanted to
all,
think
Mr.
right.
Oh,
Forma.
nigga.
Hold
Oh
on.
my!
First of all,
Out of
okay.
nowhere, right? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, go
I'm trying to enjoy my Sprite, and y'all made me spit my shit out. Talk about the judge. Let me just defend this. Let me defend this now. Okay.
right?
Okay. Now,
Absolute.
back then we were a little different. You know what I'm saying now?
Explain yourself, nigga.
Right.
Hold on. Okay.
Keep going.
Now,
Keep it going.
True Sherm was the one. That's right. True Sherm was the one that showed us the pictures. He zoomed in. He showed the outline.
He actually
Now,
did, though.
Psychesoap
I can
was
attest
the
to
one that said Psychesoap told both of us that we are crazy and that he would not. I was quiet for an X amount of time, and then I said to myself, and then I said to Sherm, you know what, Sherm? I agree with you, bro. She does that. Now, because I agreed with him. I mean, I'm only just telling the truth. The woman has it all. She's got it all. She's got it. I couldn't dispute that. It's the truth.
Well,
I couldn't debunk it. You can't
to be fair,
debunk that Judge
yeah.
Judy has a fat ass. That she's got a cake. You can't debunk that because it's true.
What you
Now,
say, man?
would I take it as far as
Cakey kitty.
now would I take it as far as
Did he say cakey kitty?
would I take it as far as Sherm and say that I would do it?
Judge Judy can get
You know, yeah,
No.
that Judge Judy would
No.
get it. Now,
Yeah, please don't.
no. But would I do it in secret? Yeah. But the thing
In
is,
the judge.
Thank you.
Oh wow.
I just agreed
Let him explain.
with him. That's
A
all.
one-night
So,
stand.
it
A
wasn't
one-night
me.
Wow.
stand is more public
It
than a
wasn't
pump and
me.
dump. I think a pump and dump
wasn't-
is more secretive.
No,
I don't-
pumping up more public
You know,
than a one night
wasn't
stand.
I don't know. I got to reevaluate this.
It wasn't
this whole
me. It wasn't
hashtag
me.
Forma
Was
force.
it me?
You know,
It wasn't
Forma
me.
force is getting old. I thought I was an
It
old.
wasn't me.
I thought I was old.
Oh, in the bathroom kitchen. It
Wait
wasn't
a
me.
minute.
All I did was just
I
support
said,
a friend of mine.
I voted against Judge Judy.
I supported a friend of
I was
mine, and I
already
agreed
on
with him. I agreed with him, and I gave him a handshake on it because I agreed with him.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to talk about
And
selection.
it was in a
We're gonna have
deadlock
to talk
tie
about-
at that night. It
I'm
was a
gonna.
deadlock
I
tie
gotta
that
do
night.
all these videos now for you, Mr. Forma. I gotta do videos on selection now.
Oh
Damn.
no!
Yeah. This
that's why- don't
man, I
act
go
like
to
you
Costco's
got
in the morning to
standards
see
now.
That part
Costco's
right
hot
there.
and
Don't
hug a
act like
pants
you
and
got
Duzang,
standards
high
now.
heels.
Hey, Duzang, I'm gonna look at the Facebook page and find you and accept it.
All right.
Well, no, that's not.
All
That's
right.
not. That's not. That wasn't Dozangsand. That was Penny Proud. She was actually in the chat.
What the?
Yeah.
This?
He was mimicking Penny Proud in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh.
that?
Yeah, that's why I was saying, please, Mr. Forma, be my friend.
Yeah, that's Penny Proud.
Oh,
Let me put it back
I
up for
see.
you. She tried to delete it.
Please.
Oh no, my
Forma, please be my friend.
Anna means family.
no, my
Duzang is
daughter.
lonely.
My daughter does not like that woman at all. My daughter is like, I'm just
Okay.
gonna let her know, like, she needs to really leave me alone because I have children and my children are
Don't like
vicious.
you.
And my daughter she's
We
on
will
social
never be.
media. She does all these things, and please don't let my daughter see you doing all these things. Because she wants you to leave me alone. And if my daughter wasn't my daughter, I'd be scared of her myself. But just leave me alone for your, please, because I don't want to get you don't want to get her going. You don't want to get
choke slam.
Dude,
you
you
don't
might
right
as well
there.
have done
You
it.
don't wanna
Dude,
get her
we've been
going.
at this shit
That
for
right-
the
that right
last
there-
what month?
Forma force
What
level
month
2.
are we in right now? What season are we in this show?
28.
Okay, so why not, Forma? Fuck it.
Why not, Forma? Fuck it.
Why not?
Yeah,
Fuck
that
that.
right there.
You know what?
Double R.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get maybe I should start doing like a little like a Howard Stern kind of a show and just get puppets of my favorite anti-MGTOWs and have
man,
them
I'd
talking
call
on the
it.
show
I'd
every
be a
That
caller.
would be.
Hey, we
That would
can
be
make
funny
you
as
puppet
hell.
stage.
I'd be a caller. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
man, I was just thinking about that because
That would be
I was just
cool.
thinking about that, and I was like, what you guys do, the people who have been in it for a while, where you roast people, like that's just so. I'm like, it's just so wholesome. I don't know. It's something. It just brings a tear to my
Oh man,
goddamn eyes. I just
yo,
start
I gotta
tearing up.
get a. I'm gonna get a Henry McCruiser puppet, a Penny Proud puppet. I'm gonna get a.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna get
get
a.
friends with McHenry
Now.
Cruiser.
I'm
He's
gonna
Sound
get
like
cool
a.
with me
What's
now.
her name?
McHenry Cruiser's
I'm gonna
cool
get a
with me.
Patricia. I'm gonna get a Patricia
Hey,
77
hey,
puppet.
while we're
McHenry
on
Alright.
Cruiser. McHenry
while we're on
Cruiser's off
here,
limits.
I think it's
well,
funny
hey,
when
while we
people
hold
play
up,
into an apple
check
and
this
they
out.
still have the red space because their teeth isn't all the way like closed or
The
whatever.
red
So
pill.
it like keeps like a knot to the red apple skin.
Oh
I
yeah.
actually I want to address what
Sound like
Red Pill
crank
today
anchors.
saying because he was searching Red Pill and he found us. So like Tico Tren Red Pill, obviously that comes up. What do you guys think of MGTOW getting other YouTubers who are not MGTOW using MGTOW on the label and stuff? Like that's really creating like a whole bunch of people that come before real MGTOW channels that are getting promoted, like people who have hundreds
Because
of
they speak the
thousands.
language of the simp. They speak the language of the feminists. They speak the language.
Yeah,
You know what it is.
that's the whole reason why. That's
Yeah,
the whole
Yep.
reason why we like
can't
when
hold the
somebody
line
does
anymore.
that,
Yeah, can't hold the line.
like Mr. Elite and most people they'll roast everybody. But if you notice, like for me to roll that vein on you, you got to be like either the most dumbest woman or you have to be one of those kind of guys. And I'm gonna come. You know what I mean? That's like
My
the
name
whole
doesn't
reason
come
why
up
I'm
in
trying to
Red
come
Pill.
out
I don't
there
want to
and
say
do
their
that.
names, but like all those ones where you said like the case file letter H. Like I was just like I just remember I just watched those and I laughed so hard because you're like, this guy's an old guy, or like
Wow.
Read his
like he
shit.
ain't not y'all MGTOWs ain't nothing but gay. Y'all MGTOWs ain't nothing but y'all MGTOWs they always just talk about hating
Oh,
women and like this and that,
yeah, you're talking about I think
Willie
that was
Bean simping.
I think that was like suspect. That was like he was early in the alphabet. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Willie been simping.
Willie
Yeah.
Bean
Yep,
simping.
yep. Willie been
Simping.
simping.
Vincent.
That
Willie
was
been
so those
simping
are
since
so hard,
simping, been simping, been simping.
Been simping.
Been simping.
Hey, he's the one that came out with his name, Willie Bean. I mean, shoot, don't do that, man. People gonna get on you.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody
Yeah, I
told
ain't even.
him to come out and say anything in the first place. Just like how nobody's telling anybody.
To
Well,
talk about
I guess it's you know what it is? It's celibate Scorpion going around to all these people and asking them to make videos on
Did you make a video?
just to be. She's doing it just to be an annoyance to us because see what happened was she used to stalk Freaky Jersey Tales. Freaky Jersey Tales used to tell me about it, and he suppressed her. And then she had came out with a video talking about women going their own way or some bullshit. We stomped on that,
Is that
and
a
then
thing?
now she sees that she can't really
No, it's
come out and do what she
women
got to
carrying
do.
their
So
own weight. Yeah.
yeah, so what she does now is she sends nondescript people at us or whatever just to be an annoyance. You know what I mean? Just so she can I don't know
Actually, no,
sit
it's
back
not
and
actually her
laugh or
that's sending
whatever.
the
Bunch of
people.
off brands after.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually not her. It's actually not her
Yeah,
sending
I
the
would have to
people.
question that because I think it's like MGTOW was more so like if you think about the old radio shows, it's like you expect people just to listen, but the moment somebody decides they want to call in the radio show, you pretty much have to say from go the word go that okay, we're about to roast you. Because it's all about listening to somebody else, what somebody else has to say. And like, if you want to create your own show and talk your own shit on your own platform, that's fine. But if you want to come on to somebody else's show, even if you're agreeing with them, like I saw some recently, they're like, I have a guilty pleasure. I love watching Maytown videos. I love your show. It's so good. I love when you tell me no, and I really want to have sex with you because your voice is so sexy. And then they're just asking to get roasted. It doesn't matter if they're agree or disagree. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, isn't that right? I mean,
it makes perfect sense because of you got to understand like the way most of us are. I'm not going to say all the way most of us are, especially me. if you give me an opening, I'm just gonna roast the shit out of you just to be roasted the shit out of you because it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
That's not
and
toxic.
I
That's not.
Roast
That's not
me.
like
and I'll
Roast me.
and I'll tell you the
Mr.
truth.
Forma, roast
And I'll
me.
tell you the truth. Huh? And I'll tell you the truth. I don't do it like to mostly I'll tell you the truth. Like when I do that, I be angry at the people. But so I'll just come out and roast on them. But I'm not mad. I'm just like, this motherfucker is an idiot. So let me just clown him. And
me.
I do it.
Roast
I
me.
do it for myself. I do it because I like to make myself laugh. Because I'll tell you, I'll make a roast video. I'll upload it, and then I'll sit there and watch it, and I'll be laughing at shit.
Me, I don't roast people. However, even though I don't roast people, however, I will take
Laughing your
subliminal
ass off
shots
at
at people
yourself.
in videos, though.
Joking.
Yeah,
So
bro.
I'll take a
For
different
you?
approach to roasting.
Tico, I've never heard you really drop a name and come out with like hardcore roast, but you be like the reason why I'm Aubrey Yam in this live stream is because bro, Tico roast with like a broad brush. Like,
Yep, you damn right.
all
I do.
y'all people doing stupid shit. Your mom should have swallowed you, and it's just like boom, everybody gets taken out in the one fell swoop. It's like
Who,
god
you?
damn.
Yeah, I
It's
do.
like,
I
you?
literally I take subliminal shots at everybody, at random people, basically.
I try to do like
I never
try to
directly say a
run around
name
with
because I don't believe in giving them that much of fanfare and that much of attention. But I do take subliminal shots. If you actually go back and listen to some of the videos, you'll realize I'm taking subliminal shots at random people.
just like
Yeah.
Drake.
I've been wanting.
Yeah, with
I've
Tico,
been
you got
wanting
to
to
sit there and think: is he fucking with me? Is he
Yeah,
fucking
literally.
with
Yeah,
me?
that's the
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
That's the point of those videos.
Yeah.
Is he fucking with me? Oh, what's Tico talking about? Who's Tico talking about? Who's Tico on today? And like I take subliminal shots. Like every time I make a video, I'm taking a subliminal shot at somebody. Like,
and it's like the reason why I
sit
roast
there and shake
people
my head.
in
Fuck.
the
Another
reason,
one?
right?
The reason why I roast people in that style where I make it seem like you're wanted dead or alive, like you're like we have to apprehend you, is because I do it like that. It's just to let the people know to kind of let it sink in if they happen to see that video that, bro, you're violating. You're breaking the law here.
You
You know
put
what I
on
mean?
notice,
So it's
man.
like,
That's your ass.
yeah, you're put on notice. That's their ass. You are breaking the law. And guess what? Yeah, it gives you it gives you fanfare. But now the rest of the brothers can see your face, hear your voice, and they know who
Yeah, I
you
think
are
the best.
now.
I think the best roaster out of everybody. I'm going to hands down say Freaky Jersey Tales is the best roaster out of everybody.
Now,
That's the only nigga I know. That's the only nigga.
You're pretty much
you
up
just said it
there in
'cause he
terms of like
roasted you.
the best subliminal roasters.
Yeah,
like you're probably
Jilzy
one of the
roast.
best subliminal roasters.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do take a lot of shots at people. Every time I make a video, there's somebody getting shot at.
Yeah.
Somebody or multiple people are getting shot at. But but Freaky Jersey Tales is probably like the best roaster, like flat out like brutal roaster where you can talk about somebody for the fact that he's the only MGTOW or only person on YouTube that I could think of who could make a roast video and that shit get taken down in a matter of like seconds or minutes.
Yeah.
Before he's even done.
That nigga got like four. That nigga got like 4 strikes, and his channel only have like 3.
Exactly. How you gonna get 4? How you gonna get 4 strikes on one
I know,
video?
Right? Yeah, no, he only
That's
runs
like
out
you're walking
like 4
around
strikes
with
on one
4
video.
felonies in California. That is like you're walking around with 4 felonies in California.
Right?
Also realize,
Shit, I'm not the type of roast dude, man.
Yeah, like
you
I remember the one time.
I don't come at nobody with no roast shit. You know I don't do it. But shit, the rarest times, shit came just recently, like 2 or 3 months ago, where you know who and you know what and you know why. You know what I'm saying? And shit.
Like answer this for me, just because you guys might be more knowledgeable about this. Has there ever been? Oh my god, I'm gonna sound so racist. Like, has there ever been like, I like because like I noticed
California in you, boy.
When MGTOW people get taken down, they're usually like a white person whose channel gets taken down. But like, has there ever been the opposite or vice versa, like a white MGTOW that's never been threatened, other than Sandman? Well, Sandman's a perfect example.
Okay,
but like,
I got one.
Yeah,
I'm sure he gets
because
he gets death threats. He actually said it in the video. Huh?
Something that Tico said was like, if a black person gets caught in a white neighborhood, he goes to jail. And that's like kind of like what happened to Dozangsand. Like he was chilling and then he got caught. And
he got caught in the black neighborhood, and he had to delete all his videos or go to jail.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta understand. Well, you gotta understand what they do. You see, I'll tell you what it is, right? See, like with somebody like Dozangsand, this is what it is. He is electric. Yo, I'm not, trying to amp you up or anything, but Dozangsand's electrifying. He's exciting and he's entertaining. So that's gonna draw a lot of attention. And what he's saying in his videos and what he be doing, he be talking the truth. And then that's gonna get more traction. And people would be like, yo, Dozangsand if he would have kept his channel and kept it going, he would end up being like the next big thing.
Keep it going.
Because people would be attracted to that, especially like a channel like Dozangsand's channel. You know what I'm saying? Now, knowledge is power. What's his name? Thomas Lundy.
Chakama?
He got his Thomas Lundy. Knowledge. His new channel is Knowledge is Power.
Knowledge is Power. Yeah.
When I first started, his channel was large, but then they took him down, and this man doesn't swear, cuss. He doesn't do anything or say anything derogatory or wrong.
Like I do. So fuck him and fuck you too, because I gotta cuss to sell records.
Yeah, right.
No, yeah, exactly.
I know I do.
He's like the Elvis. He's like the Elvis in the lineup, or he's like the one that they say like, oh, he he's just slightly suggestive, because he talks about like men and women in relationships. So they take him down because he's in the white neighborhood, versus Dozangsand, who just said fuck the police, fuck women going coming straight from the underground. I got it bad because I'm MGTOW, and they have the authority to blue pill a minority, and like that's what he taught. That's the kind of shit that he taught.
I guarantee you, I promise each and every one of you, if my business takes off, I'm coming back worse than before.
I know that's right.
I'm telling you. They fucked with my livelihood. They fucked with my job. I don't know who. I don't care. But they all in the same fucking group now.
And that shit's illegal.
Yeah. And you wanted to say something about that? So I actually made a video about that too, saying that
I don't have anybody that can tell me you're fired if you don't delete your fuck you. Suck that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what? Let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened too. Like they were calling my job. They were calling there, harassing and everything. And they even talked to my partner or whatever. And she pulls me, she's like, yo, what's going on? What are you talking about? She's like, they're calling me up talking about your YouTube stuff, your Big Town channel or whatever. This and that. I'm like, yeah, so what? She's like, they talking about suing and all kind of bull crap and all kind of dumb stuff. I'm like, well, what'd you tell them? She said, I told him I don't understand English too well, so and hung up the phone. I was like, oh, okay.
Something I've noticed about YouTube and algorithm is black people have more leeway than white people.
Well, that's because they're racist. That's because these people nowadays, everything is so inverted, man. This antichrist system makes me sick. They're just trying to invert stuff. So now all these, you know how it is, Tico. Now they're trying to make it seem like
because your voice is starting to echo. Oh shit!
They're trying to make it.
You know
seem
when that
like,
happens?
They're trying to make it seem like white men is like white people are bad and all this kind of
We're
stuff.
The Nephilims. We're the
you know what I mean?
Nephilims.
So they're trying to make it seem like, I don't know. They're just trying to be racist towards white people for some reason nowadays. I don't get it.
Yeah, because white men got it pretty bad on YouTube. They don't get no leeway, very little to no leeway. Whereas black men, they get a lot of leeway, but they don't get as much as any woman for the most part. Women can do any fucking thing on YouTube and it'd be okay, but white men can't do that as much shit.
Beanie, stinky ass, fly trap, dry ass, crusty bitches.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Fuck. Right. Put Vaseline in your hair and lipstick, and you still smell and look like a fucking pig.
Shoot. Hey, Tico, you know what I'm going to do? I was thinking about doing an experiment like that. I was going to just, pretty much be the background of a new little channel, right? Like I'll write down everything that needs to be said on the channel. but I'm not gonna be the one saying or doing any of these things. I'm gonna have one of my friends do it, who's a woman, and I want to see what happens.
Contract it out.
Now I'm not gonna have her saying anything like MGTOW stuff. What I'm gonna have her do is I'm gonna have her talking to women about how to be better women and shit like this.
Oh,
And I'm
nice.
gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the one behind it, but I want to see how she takes off and how much subscribers she gets and all kinds of shit. Just because
Making it all positive.
She have a nice voice. Does she have a nice radio voice, a voice to listen to?
I have
No,
She's a woman, doesn't matter.
I have
no, her voice is no. She talks like shit.
I have a really
She can't
important
even have some English.
I have a very important question to ask.
A Persian woman. Make it to be a Persian woman. Like, so you are not taking care of your husband very well. You need to be more like good for him. You need to cook for him. God bless you.
No, that's
Terrence! Oh no, Terrence!
Hey. We'll be using the T word up here. We got brown people up here.
That's what's gonna happen if she does it. That's what's gonna happen if she does it, though.
Is there anyone in here that don't like going past an hour and a half, or is that the rule? Is that just the general rule now, Tico?
Why do you think we're all silent? We're waiting for the hour and a half.
Like
No,
I
hour and a
often
half.
say,
Who's
man.
waiting for
Like
the
I
hour
often
and a half?
say, man. But like
That
I
hour and a
often
half
say,
mark,
man.
that's
Hey,
like-
double,
that's
yo,
like
check
letting
it.
them
But like I
dogs loose.
often say, man.
Oh, that hour and 20 minutes.
Hour is the
Keep
hour and a
going.
half cut in it, or what?
Keep
Hour and 20
going.
minutes is like when you can pretty much let loose.
Keep going.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you
we
said.
wait for that
I
mark.
thought you said that these live streams, because too many people were complaining, couldn't be like an hour and a half.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I said it couldn't
No,
be like
we
more.
like the
it
hour
could be
and a half.
3 hours.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was
Like a lot of people are complaining about wanting to go to sleep or being held hostage and shit.
fuck.
Hey,
Like,
no,
you
I
can
have
leave at any
Go
time.
your ass to
Like,
sleep.
you can leave at any time.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Yo,
probably
yo,
go to sleep
fucking
here.
Heffalump
I
ass.
mean, I was just curious.
I have
but-
complaints.
No, you're
I have a complaint.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt
I have
you?
complaints.
What?
I have
Fuck to
complaints.
sleep. God damn
You
it.
know,
Talk
I'm
to
a
us.
viewer of the show. I'm a big fan.
Uh-huh.
They're ready to
And
get
one
roasted.
thing that's crazy is like when you guys are talking, you guys are all talking at the same time. It's hard to understand and see and hear what somebody's
Facts.
what's going on. You know, it
Mm.
just becomes like a big mess. And it's like I'm trying to hear what Tico just said. Oh, I'm trying to hear what Duzang just said. Damn, Double I just said a good point, but motherfucking so and so's laughing over. Like you guys gotta have some kind of structure or something. You guys gotta do something because like you're talking all over each other. You know what I mean? It's madness. It's
Okay, the
blasphemy.
McNeil
how to be
Blair
MGTOW.
Red Pilled News Hour is gonna
Well,
happen here.
well. Actually, usually I let it slide on table flip because that pretty much is a free for all. But I usually try to keep it in control when it's like all the other shows for the most part. I'll say like Dozangsand was saying something or Pence was saying something or go ahead Pence or I'll tell everybody
Yeah,
shush and go ahead and win or something like that.
For the most part.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
make a
have
very good point.
Yeah,
Mr.
you
Forma.
gotta be able to have some structure and let everybody get their points out, so everybody can
Yeah.
get the real meat and potatoes of the show and what's going on here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
What's
saying?
the fucking really going on here? Who are you?
We need to
Who are
figure
Going
these
in the bucket.
motherfuckers out.
Fuck it.
Hey, I'm nobody. I'm not a part of the show. I'm just
No,
Me
dude.
neither,
dude.
man.
hey,
Fuck it.
I'm like
Mr.
I'm your-
Forma,
I'm-
you make a very
No.
good, valid
You
point.
do make a good
You
point.
make a valid point.
I'm Tico Tren's high pitch Eric. I just come through every now and then.
High pitch Eric. Wow.
Wow.
High pitch Eric.
What the fuck? Who is that?
You don't know high
Howard
high
Stern.
pitch Eric?
Nope.
No,
Let me
Stern
in
Show.
on that. Let me in
Yeah,
on
you don't
that.
know how
Stern.
high pitch Eric is?
Nope.
Well, you know
Yeah.
somehow the other day, I had like 2 limo cars, and I charged one credit card. But then I used one credit card to pay the other credit card, and I still owe Ronnie like $50.
I didn't let that motherfucker on that show.
Oh, I love
motherfuckers on that.
high pitch Eric, man.
He has a
It's
lot of
just
crazy
funny.
motherfuckers on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what the fuck? Oh, I'm just gonna take that fucking open air and just go like this. Hey, yo. Do it however you gonna do it, man.
Hey, it's
Tell
starting to warm up over here on the East Coast, huh?
I don't know because I'm actually not in East Coast right now.
Where you at? Where you,
Trying to
well,
warm up in my neck of the woods. Fuck it.
you ain't in PA no more?
No,
Oh, all right.
I let somebody else live there. Remember, I said I gave a MGTOW brother who was going through a divorce, was going through custody of his children, and he pretty much leveraged his house to get custody of his children to actually get a better
Oh,
lawyer. So I gave him my house in Pennsylvania so he can live better and have his children. He wanted custody of his
oh, I
children, and I gave him
wasn't
my house in
aware of that.
Pennsylvania.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh,
Stop
that's
yeah.
a
trying to
good
blow
thing,
up
man.
this
See,
heart.
yo, man,
Literally.
see, you're a good person. You know what I mean? That was
I
good.
try to be sometimes.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah. So now he
Oh,
lives
good
there with
for
his
him.
sons and stuff like that, and he's actually loving his life.
Yeah, but you gotta let him know you got to try to, make your way, man. You can't be staying in my house forever now.
Well,
You
no,
know
I
what I'm
gave it
saying?
to him. I just literally gave it to him.
Well, he renting it. He's renting it, right?
No, I gave it to him. Gave it to him.
You gotta. What do you mean? You gotta rent it out?
No, I gave it to him. Gave it to him.
Does not compute. Does not
I know, right?
compute.
I gave it to him. Gave it to
Helping
him.
out his.
Like his name is on his name is
Something
now
is
on
wrong.
the
Something
title
is
now.
wrong. Danger,
Yeah,
Will Robinson. Danger.
his name is
But
now on the title.
Off the space like a
no,
muffin.
I understand you. I understand you helping him, but you're not renting it out.
No, I gave it to him.
He can rent it out if he wants. But yeah.
That is
Oh,
so
I see.
untickle like.
You.
No.
Oh, I see. You gave it to him, and he
Yeah,
has it now, and
yeah,
he's not paying you no rent because he's got it.
yeah. He owns it.
Oh, he owns it now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mm.
I transferred the title over to him.
So you didn't
Well,
you didn't charge him nothing,
Nope.
really?
All I asked him to do is basically make sure you raise your children to the best of your ability, and as long as you fight for your children, you do what you do, do what you need to do, and you remain MGTOW, and you do what you got to do for your most part for the protection of your children and raise them to the best of your ability. This house is yours.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because he follows
Why?
everybody. He
Why do
literally
you?
follows everybody. He follows
Why you
everybody.
sit?
You always see him in the comment section.
Why are you sitting here telling me this? Making me. What do you think you're better than me now? You make me feel like I'm a bad person here. What are you doing
No,
now?
I just do nice things behind the scenes. That's all. I
No,
don't do nice things out in public.
It's what we call lead by example.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
literally.
See, and
yeah.
this
So what?
is
Oh, so what are you saying? Because I would charge him rent and I'm bad.
Yeah, nigga.
yeah.
You would.
Why is
I
that
didn't say all
bad?
that.
Yeah,
Huh?
nigga.
That's
You
not
wrong.
bad. That's not
Fuck
That's
bad.
not
that.
bad.
Nothing
No,
wrong
that's
with
what
helping.
that's what
Nothing
Psyche
wrong with
Soap's
that. I'm
saying.
just joking, man.
Psyche Soap's
Psyche
saying that.
Soap's
He's
being a
saying
jerk.
No, I'm not
Psyche
saying
Soap's
that.
saying
I'm
that.
pretty sure.
Come
I'm
on
pretty
now.
sure
Stop.
Duzang said that
No,
too.
no,
Duzang
no.
That's what he's
definitely
saying.
said that.
This is what I'm
Duzang.
hearing.
He's throwing
This is
everybody
what
Fuck
I'm
on the
hearing.
bus.
Duzang.
Come on, man.
Duzang, you know what I'm
No.
saying?
You're
This is,
savage,
you know what I mean?
Duzang.
This is what I'm hearing over
call
here.
Mr. Fart out like that?
This man got his
This
mic
is
on
what I'm hearing over here.
It's not like that, man. Come on.
Mr. Forma in charge of rent on a brother. You're supposed to be helping him out. That make me feel all small.
I ain't say all that. I ain't say all that.
No, this is what Soap is saying.
I
He
know,
didn't
right?
say it physically, but he's thinking it.
Sophie said shit.
He said
Come on,
Cause
man.
you're, cause
Don't
you're
call me
thinking it.
that, 'cause I ain't
I
saying
can
by
tell. I can tell in your
example.
tone.
He
I
probably
can
was
tell in
thinking
your
it.
tone of voice.
I actually believe
I can
No.
tell in your tone of voice you're thinking it.
Nope. Not doing
Yeah,
it.
you literally tell he was thinking
No
about it. in
comment.
his voice.
By the
Nope.
shade of
Yeah,
your
you were. You're
picture, I
thinking
could
about it.
see that you were thinking it.
Psyche Soap's like,
Uh-huh.
what? You ain't never give a house to somebody? He said, you ain't never give a house to somebody like that?
Right?
Oh, well,
That's
that's
like
called,
something like you do that
that's
all the
called
time
lead
over
by
here.
example.
That's how we do it in South Dakota.
Absolutely. Shit. Put him on the reservation. Fuck that.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I live in my house. Yeah.
Reservation.
Well, that's right.
Fuck the
Just thinking about
plantation.
Hey, you know
on the
what? I got a
reservation.
letter. I got a letter from
Oh,
the city. I got a letter from the city of Rhode Island, and because of what happened last year, I'm not allowed to bring the food truck back over there.
The fuck?
really?
Yeah, I can't go to Providence with it, but I can go to Pawtucket. But I
Okay.
can't go to Providence with the food truck because I was out there illegally last year selling food on the corner, just making money, no permit, no nothing.
Damn.
Nice.
I live streamed it too.
That's probably why they got your ass.
Good job.
And they told me to
Well-
leave. They kicked me out.
Not that, but damn.
And they sent me a letter saying that can't bring the truck over there this year. But hey, that was before this whole bid 2020 started.
Oh, big 2020. I like that.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, you got to
I'm
use it in
saying
code
is-
words, or they'll shut you down and just call it the whole bid.
Yeah.
Obid.
Whole bid 2020.
The whole damn
Whole bid.
thing's gonna go down. I mean, everybody's bringing
I
back
call it
their
wushu.
seasons and sports
Wushu.
seasons and shit.
Wushu flu.
On my way home tonight, I was talking with the Uber driver, and he's got the mask. I got this fucking stupid ass shit on just because 1984, you gotta walk in places with shit. What if I had it? And we were talking, and I was telling him, I don't believe in none of this shit, whatever, this, that, the third. And he's like, yeah, I don't believe in it either. He says, I'm not really afraid because I trust in God and this and that and this and that. I said exactly the same thing with me. Like that's why I'm not afraid. I don't give a shit about no damn disease or whatever the hell. Because first of all, I think it's an HOAX anyways. I don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, I don't believe in it either. I was like, you take atheist people. Atheist people, they'll say to you, I never seen God. I never talked to God. I never been around God. I don't even know nobody who knows God. And then you look at the virus. I never seen the virus. I never heard the virus. I don't know nobody with the virus. So I don't believe in the virus. Same thing.
I think okay, so sorry, I just jumped into the conversation, but I'm addressing the comment right here at the bottom. So like red pill, okay, you're in a relationship, you got a woman right there protecting you from the outside world. If you're red pill, your family's red pill, or you have women in your family that protect you, that's even more. You insulate yourself more and more and more and more, right? So then red pills are really hard to really attack. But the thing is, when people say that, which means they can grow, because when you don't have like a lot of threats, then you can kind of expand. But with MGTOW, what I saw happening past couple of weeks, even is like, because we're so out there and we don't all have the Tico sphere to sort of like come and have the bed to sleep on, or we don't have Mr. Elite channel or this, that, or this or that. We're easy to pick off. We're easy. And I think even though people say red pill has grown, MGTOW has kind of shrink, because people even in MGTOW aren't even going their own way. They're going to go roast this person on that channel. Then they're going to go roast this person on that channel. And if we want to talk about MGTOW as being like a social media, starting on social media and stuff, then we can get to we can reach a different conclusion. But as far as I know, MGTOW is like shrinking and red pill is growing.
Well, red pill in general is just the knowledge of what's really going on here. Tearing down the curtain and seeing the little man operating the machine. That's what red pill is. It's knowing the truth. That's what it is. Now, MGTOW is a step further. MGTOW is a personal thing where you have said to yourself, I no longer am going to subject myself to these unnecessary relationships that are causing strife and turmoil in my life. So I choose to not partake in that. That's what MGTOW is about. You choosing not to take part in these things that are detrimental to your life. I mean, you could say to yourself, okay, I'm red pilled and I have the knowledge of the world and this and that, but I've been going through these relationships and I got these kids, I'm on child support, I'm paying alimony, women are kicking me out the house, calling the police. How did this happen?
You never think about hitting rock bottom financially. You never think about
what's going on.
I don't want to have a job. I don't want to have a house. I don't want to have this because all of this ties me to all of this bullshit that I have to deal with. And they rather float just above broke instead of, letting everything collapse and building from a firm foundation.
Now, the thing about it is, right, if you take, I don't know, like some men, I can only use myself as an example. Being a young man, I've had to start over a total of 5 times from scratch due to the fact of being in a relationship with with different immoral women. You know what I'm saying? I've had to start over from scratch. I'm talking about I've left 2 and 3 bedroom apartments furnished with TVs and everything. I've just had to grab 2 pairs of pants and leave for my own safety, and then go buy myself another apartment and do all of these things. And I've done it over and over and over again, and I didn't understand or realize what was the problem. Why do I have to keep doing this? And then, I was red pilled because, I knew all about, I did all my research and I knew all these things, whatever, but I wasn't a MGTOW person because I didn't decide to go my own way yet because I didn't understand. And then once I got an additional red pill and took it further, and then I really understood what was really the cause and what was detrimental to my life and what was really the cause of all this unnecessary poverty and strife. And it was like if I had known all of this before, I wouldn't have to go through all of that crap. I wouldn't be paying child support. I wouldn't be having to pay back the state just so I could get my license back and all of these crazy things so I can get a job and all that crazy shit.
Red tape.
Because
That's just it, Mr. Forma.
Yeah.
Who would want to subject themselves to that dehumanizing experience?
But you'd see, this is the thing. You don't know that you're subjecting yourself to a dehumanizing experience because this is what you're taught, that this is how you got to do. You got to get with a woman. You got to have kids. You got to do the whole family thing and do all of these things. No matter
Precisely.
if the woman is bad or not. If the woman is bad or whatever, it's your fault. And then you have to move on and you got to go try to find another one and do it again. And then it happens again and it's your fault. Every single time, no matter what she did. She done threw your TVs out the window. She done kicked you out the house for nothing, accused you of cheating while she's got a dude there. All kinds of crazy stuff, but it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to keep picking up the pieces of your life and starting over again and again and again. And don't be dropping babies with each one of them because now your life gets even worse. Because now you're just eternally I don't know if that's the right word, impoverished. You know what I mean?
You are empowered for internal life for damnation.
Yeah. You don't even give yourself a chance to get out of the first couple of bills. So that way you can actually be free because you'll get yourself deeper and deeper and deeper into a hole because you don't understand female nature and the seriousness of what's going on here. You can be red pilled all you want. You're red pilled in one aspect of things as far as understanding the truth and knowing what's going on in the world, politically, socially, all these things. But some men have to take it a step further to save their own life. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it a step. Some men, not all, have to take it a step further and say, what is the cause? What did I do that I deserve to be homeless right now? What did I do that I deserve to be paying all this money? What did I do? What's the problem? What's the cause? What happened? You know what I mean? And it's all because of you. It's all out of your own ignorance because you didn't know. You didn't know. And then when you do know and you try to help somebody else, listen, it's very hard to even try to help somebody else. I know you want to, but people cannot be helped unless they want to help. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you that right now.
How can you? With dropping male space.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Isn't that where this type of information was exchanged?
Yes, it was. I found out about it on YouTube. I did, and then something, Double I. It's like that's why every chance I get, if I'm able to have a conversation with a man outside on the street, that's where I do it.
I would do it myself too, but you had also just got.
You're a good man, Mr.
What
Forma.
are you saying?
But the thing about it is, too, Double I, the men that need the message are very easy to spot because you can always see a man out there who has just been kicked out of the house. You can always find a man out there who's going through trouble with his girlfriend. You can always find a guy that's going through divorce. Don't mean to interrupt,
but you're right. But when that does happen, it like the leading that horse to the water again, and it's okay. You do know that this was the job that you took upon yourself. You know what I'm saying? You knew the job was dangerous when you took it. Now that you have the red pill, let's just see if I could take that red pill experience and impart that on that man, and maybe that would help him. Now, in most cases, yeah, they will turn their fucking back on you and go like, what the fuck is this nigga saying? But some of these folks, some people do take to it well, and some people you got to be willing to be coached on that. And then this goes back to another thing too in the story that you unfolded. Well, it wasn't necessarily a story, but the scenario that you unfolded is that, yeah, it's got to be self-directed. that what did I do to deserve this question? You know what I'm saying? And then you start answering it within oneself. That's when it becomes self-directed warfare. You hear me? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
look, you start like, whoa, wow, that's what I
Mm-hmm.
did. This is my mistake. Um, wow, I did not know that me doing that would have caused in that such and such situation. Or
Mm-hmm.
shit, me just saying hi to someone just threw the party the way the fuck off into a brawl at the end of it. Something like
Exactly.
that.
No, I get it. I get it. And it's like, as far as like some people, this is what it is. As whenever I do it, I don't just be out there just running around doing this. What it is you know how you could walk by 4 or 5 different people on the street, and
You're
then one
doing good
guy.
work, brother, by the way, when you do
It's, it,
that. By
it's
the way.
like this, and then one guy will come up to you and say, "Hey, buddy, you know what? Do you got $1? Because I'm kind of hungry right now, and this, that, and the third." And you can look at him, and you can assess if this guy's really gonna get something to eat, or is he bullshitting me to go get some drugs. You can kind of assess
Well, if he
that. You can say, you
bullshit
know
me
what?
and he really has
Yeah,
money and that Lexus belongs to him sitting
yeah,
right there.
yeah. But still, you can kind of feel it. You can kind of empathize and be
That
like, you know what, bro?
situational awareness that it takes.
Exactly.
You got
Situational
it.
awareness. You can say, you know what, bro? You know what, bro?
Hmm.
Here, I got $5. Take that. See what I'm saying? Now, I wouldn't do that for every single person that asks me for change. But if I could feel that and sense that this man really need that, and he's honest about that, here you go. You got that, bro. Here. Just like, I'm not going to sit up there. If somebody's coming at me and they're like, yo, man, my girl this, my girl that, you can kind of assess whether somebody's ready to hear this or not. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You can kind of assess it in the way
But
they
can
are.
you?
I
Ah,
can. I can. I
If you're
can
on the
assess
streets, you
when
can.
people are ready.
If you grew up
I
in
can
the hood,
assess.
you can.
Yeah, I can
yeah, that's
assess when
true.
people
But even if you do grow up in the
when
hood, some do fly
I can
under your
assess when
fucking
people
hood
are ready.
radar.
I can assess when people are ready and when they're not. And
Yeah.
if they're somewhat ready, you just give them a slice. Let them take that slice,
That's
and
true.
then give them some dap. See you later. When you see them
Yep.
again in a couple of weeks, have a little conversation. But hey, man, how you doing? And then they might get back into it, and then you give them another slice. You know what I mean? Everybody can't get the whole pizza right away. You gotta give them slices,
Yeah.
and then
And
they're gonna keep.
if they can't even take them slices, I do them like my man Sugar Free from out there in the West Coast says. If you stay ready, what the fuck do you got to get ready for?
Hmm.
True story.
Stay prepared, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and this goes through
Like
all situations, whether
tomorrow
it's
I'm
this
gonna get
Roni shit. Oh, what
sunscreen
it is?
for me, otherwise
What
I'm
it is?
gonna get fucked.
Say what?
You might want to invest in some sunscreen.
I might invest.
Stay ready.
You say be
There
prepared.
you go.
I mean, so tomorrow that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna prepare my ass to get some fucking sunscreen because I'm pink.
All right. Well,
Now.
then,
That
damn.
sounds a bit
If you
racist.
stay ready, what you got to get ready for, though, Duzang? But Mr. Former, what was you on? No, because you was onto something, fam. And I was like, yeah, vibing off of it. Or Tico,
Yeah,
where was you at on that?
I was saying like some people are a little bit ready because some people out there are already naturally red pilled.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, and those people who are naturally open minded, those people who are thinkers, anyways, in general, those people who always take a different perspective on things and are willing to hear a different perspective on things, those are the men that you can get them slices. You
Yo,
might get them,
in
you
a
know what I'm saying?
situation like that.
You
Yeah.
might get them a slice that they come back for a half a pie. Like, bro, man, you know what? What you told me was absolutely true, man. This, that, blah, 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 blah. They get it. You can't
Mm-hmm.
just, you can't just walk up on a person that's, you know what I mean, that ain't ready for that shit and be telling them, hey, little brother, let me tell you something,
Mm-hmm.
man. Don't be fucking with chicks. Don't do this. Don't do that because this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, dude, do you get any pussy at all? Like what's wrong with you? It's like, no, bro,
Yeah.
no, that's not the
Yeah.
point.
Right on.
That's not the point. See, they're not gonna get it
Get them.
because they're not ready for it. They still have more shit to go through before their eyes are even open halfway.
You
Mm-hmm.
They
got it.
still sleep. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people walking around sleeping. You can't just you can't just wake up a sleepwalker. They're gonna freak out. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You gotta ease into them. You know what I'm saying? And try to help them out or whatever. And a lot of the times when I'm out there on the street, bus stations, subways, or whatever, man, I don't know what it is about this MGTOW philosophy and what it is, man. But for some reason, man, I could really just sense when somebody is in need, like, yo, this person's hurting over here. And it's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be out there telling people about. I don't want to be doing that. Honestly,
Yo, Forma.
I don't want to be out. Listen, hold on. Honestly, I don't want to be out here. Hey, this, hey, this, hey, this, hey, this. It's not that I don't want to do it. I have to, because I can't see this man out here hurt like that. Especially when I have the ability to give him the tools. I have to. That's like, yo, you're starving. I know how to fish. I have to teach you how to fish, bro, so you can keep eating. I can't just walk away from you and just leave you here. You're gonna die. I can't do it. Even though I don't want to do it, I have to. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy like that. I'll tell you. And there's a lot of times where I don't even want to make no videos. I have to.
Right? See?
I have
and
to.
Is it like this? Is it like is it like yo, I'm your red pill pusher. Fuck it. I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I lay in the cut. I got the red pills.
He's so right.
Yo, wait a minute.
He's so right.
I got the red pills off in the tuck, chilling. And these motherfuckers is fiending and they scratching their neck and shit, looking at me like, yo, such and such woman did me this way, or this girl might just she be saying all this creepy shit, be saying I'm a creep and all this, but I got them red pills in the tuck. You look, I'm your pusher, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, yo, red pills in the tuck, yo, I got them for you. But then again, your situation is just like that. Teach a man to fish, and he eats for a lifetime. True. See, it's a very, very long-term strategy. And are they ready for that long-term, Mr. Forma? And that's what you were trying to tell me, man. And I'm
that's what I'm trying to say. And it's like, let me tell you, like, as far as like with me, like, I realized, I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. Around November last year, I realized that there's no going back for me. The plantation is so far away. It's almost like
in your rear view, way back.
It's like a myth.
I don't even think about the plantation.
I don't believe
you're on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, the plantation, I don't even believe in it no more. It's a myth. I heard of it. I remember being there years ago, but it's been so long and I can't go back. Yeah. And there's been a few guards that have come my way.
Screw you, guys. The plantation exists. I grow sugar cane, I grow rice, and I grow tobacco.
Tico. There's been a few guards there's been a few guards that have come my way. What I mean by guards is very, very nice, successful, and beautiful women that have come my way. And I was like, wow, I cannot do this. I can't do it. Yo, and the thing about it is,
what it is.
As I got with myself when I was thinking, I'm like, wow, there really is no turning back, because this woman is gorgeous. She's got everything going on, but I still refuse to get involved with her like that. I just can't do it.
I like how you tied this whole conversation from about an hour back into a nice little bow, fam.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I was talking about being able to turn down women, good looking, and all. The sad part about that, and the funny thing about that, when I was talking about that, like even like the most unattractive women that approach me, I don't even talk to them. I just laugh in her face and I just walk away. I look like, and I just walk away. Like, I legit do that, and it's funny as hell when you see it happen. But like, if I don't find you attractive, I'm laughing in your face.
No, see, Tico, I'm very nice. I'm cordial, We can hang out, we can be cool friends and everything. You know, I'm a nice guy and everything. But when it comes down to that, this is what I always have to say. I would. This is what I always say. I would say, well, you know, you're a very beautiful woman, but you know, I'm sorry, but I can't do things like that. And they're like, what? What do you mean? Do things like what? I said, I can't do the whole relationship thing. I said, you got to remember, my kids are grown. I have a grandson. All that stuff is over with for me. You know, but I mean, we could still hang out. You know, that's fine. But all that other stuff, I can't do that anymore. I'm a grandfather. Sorry.
It kind of sounds like that New Edition song. I'm sorry, you're not my kind of girl. Something like
Yeah.
that. Look.
Yeah. Well, I use my children. I use my children as being grown to let them down nicely. Like, well, you know, I can't do it.
Mhm.
You know,
I got children your age.
Let them down
Yeah.
easy.
yeah,
Let
I'm a
them down
grandfather.
easy.
You know,
Because I got a yeah.
I can't
I
do
got a
those
child
things.
that's about to
One
graduate.
woman was like,
Like,
one woman was like, why? You know, like why? You know, I don't think it would be bad. I think we'd have a good thing. But I said, well, you gotta understand, I was married a long time ago. I got divorced, and I don't want to go through anything like that ever again. And
You
she's
gotta
like, yeah,
flip
but
them
that's
out.
the.
It's
And
not
she's
me,
like,
it's you.
this is what she said. This is what she said. Well, this is what she said. This is what she said. Well, that's not going to happen here. I mean, you know, you got to give people a chance. This and that. I said, well, you know, I'm 43, and I've given people a lot of chances in life, and I think this is the best way for me. You know, I mean, but you know, maybe next week we can go have a drink or something. You know, that's good. We'll go out. How's that?
So
Okay.
pretty.
That's about
But
it.
I wouldn't think the same about you.
That's about it. That's about it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it because I know
Absolute.
what life is. I know what it's gonna be. I already know what's going to happen. It's like watching. It's like watching Natural Born Killers over and over and over again. You don't watch the movie 10 times, a million times. You could recite it
Even
word
saw
for
the
word,
director's
scene,
cut. Like,
scene for scene.
wow.
I could sit there and just turn that movie on and just say everybody's lines. Just like if I get into a relationship, I can point on cue when this is gonna happen, when that's gonna happen, when this is gonna happen, when that's gonna happen. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to go through that no more.
Like the 28th day.
I could do that,
Groundhog
and I don't
Day.
have to be in a relationship with anybody.
Like the 28th day.
I do that shit on Facebook all the
Day.
time.
You
And
Bill
I was like, I'm
Murray
going to
a
say
bitch.
this. I was like, I'm
Yo.
going to stop this argument right now because I'm going to say this, and then you're going to respond with this. Then I'm going to respond with this, and you're going to respond with this. And you're going to act all mad. Then I'm going to say, I don't really give a damn about you. And you're going to be mad again. And you're going to say this. Well, you don't know me. I go, I know people like you. And you fall into this category of people, and I already know what you're going to say before you open your fucking mouth.
Like Teddy
Basically,
Riley.
based on the shit that you just wrote in text, I already know what the fuck you're going to say next.
And I'll be like, yo, I saw this movie before, and I know how it's going to end.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me how it's going to end. They open up a can of fucking worms when they do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? You really want to know this? You really want to know that movie? You want to open up that scrapbook? You better get your fucking ass up out of Walmart.
No, it's like, you know, it's just so, you know, I mean, I don't think there's nobody's, it's just played out, man. It's just played out.
Right
it's
on,
just like,
man.
It definitely is.
To me, it was so, to me,
that is true red pill.
All that relationship stuff and marriage and all that stuff, that was so 20th century.
Thank you.
It's old. It's played out. This is the 21st century. We don't do things like that anymore. You know what I mean? It's like
demolition man now. We can't even swap fluids. We gotta have socialist distancing.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
All this
we don't.
Shit.
No, I mean, and the thing about it is like, even if I was to even try to do that, I don't think I could be there for long. I would leave because I'm like, no, I can't do this. I can't do it.
You know how the game goes.
Because, first of all, as being a MGTOW man, being a man going his own way, I get to enjoy the fresh air in peace and quiet. I get to come home after a hard day of work, eat my food, sit down, relax in quiet. Nobody asking me no questions. Nobody saying, why didn't you text me when I text you? I called you. Look at your phone. Whoop-de-whoop. I'm none of that. None of that. I don't get the, well, why are you using Irish Spring today? You usually use zesty. Now you're washing up with Irish Spring.
Right?
Who are you trying to impress? Who are you trying to impress at work? Now you want to wear a nice
That
shirt.
bullshit.
Who are you trying to? I don't got time for that. I don't want to deal with that. That's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
Hello.
I enjoy the way life is now. Life is simple. This is what life is for me. Okay.
There you go.
I get up, I shower, I eat, I go to work, I do my job, I come home, I relax, I call my kids on the phone, you know what I mean? Talk to them, and then do it over and over again. Relax, peaceful, no surprises, no extra drama, no police coming to the house talking about you hit somebody out of the motherfucker clear blue sky.
Right.
Nothing. I don't gotta spend my money on going. I don't got to spend money on going to Puerto Rico because she wants to go to Puerto Rico, and I don't want to go to Puerto Rico, but I have to go because we're in a relationship, and I got to do what she wants to keep it going. No fucking buying little doggies. They'll go into the vet for some stupid ass dog that ain't even mine. No, none of that shit.
Right.
None of that shit. You know what I can do with my extra money? I can go buy a PSN card and play video games.
There you go.
I can go buy some new tires for my truck. This is what I can do. I can go buy myself a jacket. An expensive one too, if I feel like it. It's my money.
If you want
it's my money, and nobody can say, "Oh, well, you got money for that, but you ain't got money for." I don't got to hear any of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think that if I was to get into a relationship, that I think I would lose all that peace and quiet.
Yeah.
I would lose all that freedom.
You think?
And there's no way. There's no way that I would want to do that again. Yes, I know
you would lose that.
all that's gone.
It might not happen the first.
I wish a motherfucker would.
But like within that first month or two, you know you're gonna lose something. She's gonna want more time with you. You're gonna go hang out with your friends again. Why don't we ever hang out with mine? I mean, it's just a rack of shit, but that's like the beginning of it. How come we never hang out with my friends? How come we're going over to
Here's my thing. Here's my thing with when it comes to friends. My friends aren't your friends, and your friends aren't my friends, and we will never be friends.
Yeah, it was like that before us. It'll be like that after us.
Well, don't you want to share friends? Hell no, I don't want to share friends. Fuck your friends. I don't even like your friends. But you never met my friends. I don't like them because I met you. I know I don't like them, and that's exactly what I told them. I don't like them. I met you, and I don't like them.
Kind of like a bizarro P Diddy and the motherfucking Big Papa song at the end of it. You know. Word, man. I mean, like shit. And that's how that shit should be done. You know, but they don't get it because it goes back to the one episode that I was on with y'all, and I was talking about obsessively social. Go ahead, man.
They follow how it should be is that no matter what, they are submissive and they follow man. That's it.
Thank you.
That's all. I mean, that's all it comes down to. What did I just say? That's what you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, literally.
You respect me. You never disrespect me. I provide for your whole goddamn life.
Shit. If you disrespect me, my sisters are digging that ass and disrespect you.
I mean, even
delegate a team on that.
Just think of, like when a woman is like aggressive, like not submissive, and how like just naturally how unattractive it is. I'm very turned off by an aggressive woman.
Absolutely.
I give her that. Who the fuck are getting trying to boss around me?
Duzang?
Yeah, but
you are tapping into something that men are experiencing the world over. We're not liking that shit anymore.
No,
see, in the 90s, they got away with that shit.
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
Yeah. No, to me, that is extremely unattractive. And back to what Mr. Forma was saying, that is my number one reason.
Right on.
To being single. To be about me, to be investing me, to be improving myself. The best way in my mind, the way I go through MGTOW, is I save money.
True story.
Thank you.
I invest.
Build your wealth.
I buy precious metals.
Boom.
I don't spend it on stupid shit on the wing, emotional buys. I buy what I need. I buy what I need to survive. And that's really it. I throw my kids money Because they're my kids. I mean, fuck, I'm not gonna, I mean, of course, I'm always gonna throw my kids money, but I will always have more than what I need because of my discipline. In
Shit.
that
I make my
part
children work for it.
of the philosophy. Number one reason is money for me.
hmm
And a lot of it is, like I said, like the submissiveness, that's probably number two. Women are not submissive anymore. Women are not obedient anymore. Women do not take the following role. They try to take leadership. They try to take you by your man bun and pull you back so they could be in first place.
Like you Machine Gun Kelly. Ooh.
Yeah.
True story.
But you know what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, look, there's a reason why men are having more sex changes into women than women are to men, because they see a privilege there.
Mm-hmm.
They see a huge privilege there. I mean, besides that, they're disabled.
Duzang,
along the line that
Duzang, you're being disrespectful. It's ma'am. It's ma'am.
Yeah.
Macho man.
It's
Macho
ma'am. It's
man.
ma'am. It's ma'am.
Macho man.
When was the last
Savage.
time you heard of lesbians say she was happy in her relationship?
No, actually,
Never.
lesbians actually have a thing called the deathbed. Look it up. It's about a year into a relationship where they just stop having sex. They don't even fuck each other with dildos or toys anymore. They don't even.
Well, the sad part about that is when it comes to women, their biology kicks in, and then they basically don't want to initiate sex because they want the other person to initiate sex, and that's why their sex dies in a relationship faster, because they expect the other person to initiate sex. Even if the other person's the masculine one expects the feminine one to initiate sex because their feminine biology kicks in.
I just think along with the biology thing, I just think eventually the brain kicks in and the biology, and this isn't natural.
Yeah.
This isn't human normalcy.
This is also why lesbians have a higher per capita divorce rate than straight couples.
Oh,
They're going to be the new stats on the fucking domestic violence.
Oh, they are the new stats on domestic violence.
Actually, look at the statistics.
Yeah, they are the new stats on domestic violence.
I mean, like even further,
have a higher domestic abuse. Gay people in general, homosexuals in general, have a higher abuse rate in the home, domestic, than straight people, than man.
Y chromosome or not.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Y chromosome or
There's
not.
dysfunction there. There is huge dysfunction. And this is a whole nother topic in debate. This is
rock that shit. It's the savages. Go.
But I mean, it's like they want to adopt kids. I'm sorry. I'm one of them motherfuckers that believe that if they don't reproduce, they recruit. I'm sorry. You want to adopt?
Right.
Why would you want to adopt?
Right.
Kids? You want to recruit. You want to make this normal to another kid that you adopted or two other kids that you adopted, so that propaganda can live on.
And maybe they brand us
won't live on. But you know what? When gay people are coming into class more and more open, and that kid grew up with a gay parent, they're going to be more open with it. They're probably going to be promiscuous and cross that boundaries a little bit.
Yeah,
because it's what is it? Desensitization.
Yeah. Yep. And the sad part about normalcy. See, they branded us with that heteronormative. Now it's the homonormative.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
See what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not saying that all gay people are pedophiles.
No.
But I believe there is something very strange with pedophiles and gay people.
No,
most women are pedophiles.
I like to say that they originated from.
And they say when you are gay or you are a pedophile.
Most women are pedophiles.
Most women are pedophiles.
It becomes because of a trauma situation that happened when you were a child. I'm one of them motherfuckers that believe if you were molested as a kid, the higher the probability is you will molest a kid. That's just my opinion. There's studies that back that up. There's also studies that say no, that's way off base. But that is what I believe. I believe that the pedophilia movement is in the LGBT movement. I believe it's the same agenda.
Oh, definitely.
I believe that they want to see it legalized.
Duzang, it is in the same agenda. It's called the Antichrist system.
I believe that. Yeah.
No, it is a part of the LGBTQ though, because if you ever seen like the gay pride parades and stuff like that, if you notice, they're doing a lot of questionable shit with children there, like men walking around butt ass naked, and that kind of bothers me. Like I made a video about that last year about that shit. Like just no. Like you should not take your kids to gay pride. I don't give a damn who you are. That's something that your children should do when they get older and decide that's what their life is going to be, or when they get older and they go to college and they decide they want to figure out what the heck's going on over here, basically.
And the fucked up thing about it is
let them decide it on your own.
When we as straight people respond with straight pride, and it looks like go ahead, Duzang. Go ahead.
That is everything that I've read and written on gay research, like experiments. So, social construct. Were you born with it? Is there a gene? Are you turned into it? Do you reproduce or do you recruit? The psychologists that study these things, the psychologists that did the test on fruit flies. And I mean, this right here is literally a year and a half of research that I did by my motherfucking self on that community. I was so fucking gung-ho about proving it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can tell you, a lot of people are like, the animals do it. The animals do it. We're animals, and it's normal. It's in the hierarchy. It's the way we are.
It's funny how that works. Like, women don't want to. People don't want to
eat their own shit. Should we eat our youngs and our own shit?
Yeah, and the sad part about that is
shit. Even if you give me a fucking 16-ounce steak, I'm doing it, and I'm not eating my fucking young. You might as well ask me to turn into Marilyn Manson and take out a fucking rib so I could suck my own dick.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he didn't have him. He actually didn't have any res removed.
I ain't doing it.
He didn't have no res removed. Marilyn Manson didn't have any res removed, by the way.
Well, homosexuality has been in our culture a long.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been in our culture probably, if not just as long, if not longer than slavery.
Long time, which is kind of weird in itself. But to be honest with you, that kind of culture and that behavior, when it first started out, belonged to the elite. Only the rich and the elite partake in that kind of behavior. And to be honest with you, it was mostly with young boys. You see, there's a phenomenon in that community where old men.
And it still goes on today. Duzang,
yes, it does.
You're still on to something, because it's a carryover from what had happened back in ancient times in that same area. Hint, hint, guys.
Yeah, matter of fact, women do it. Women do it in the United States nowadays all the damn time.
Hint, hint.
I have studied.
Yeah, women do that. Women do that in the United States all the time, every single year. Remember, I told you to over I made a video about over like a couple thousand boys get married off between the ages of 8 and 13. They get married off to older women.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And then if you want to talk about homosexuality during the slave trade, there was this thing called buck breaking.
Get it?
Oh, like a buck, like a horse, like what the?
You take the biggest, strongest black man, and you basically demoralize everybody in this party by taking turns raping them.
Yeah.
As you tie them down and you basically run in on them basically. So this shit's been going on for quite some time. I'm not shocked about it in the least bit if it's going on today, because I look at it like this: if you participate in that type of shit, obviously that's your thing for the most part.
But then again, you are on to something, Tico.
You do you, behind your bedroom. Just don't get me involved and don't drag my children into that shit. Let them
You're
decide on
onto
their own if they want to do that.
though. You're onto something because it says a lot to the shit test. See, the shit test is a form of buck breaking.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Yo,
I heard that.
ain't it?
Wow.
I hear that. I hear you.
Yeah.
I mean, because will he do this? Will he do that? Is his behavior? Oh, key word, behavior. Is his behavior going to be this way? Is his behavior going to be that way?
Yeah, it's like back breaking, like breaking in a new horse almost.
Bam! You got it.
Bam! Oh, nail on the head. Coffin on the hammer.
You got it. That's what it is. Buck breaking. The shit test is buck breaking.
Uh-huh.
The shit test is basically new age buck breaking.
Thank you.
Okay, boys, gentlemen. I have to call it quits. I have to call it quits. I apologize.
That's okay. It was just getting good.
White people, if you listening, stay away from the sun. It's not your friend.
Oh no.
Dozang is a nut.
Just try to escape it. Just try to get the fuck, whatever you got to do. Go subscribe to Mr. Forma, the Roni, Tico, Double I, Yam, Baron Yam, or he changed his name.
Psychesoap.
Psychesoap. Baron Prince Diaries. Go check out Prince Diaries. Subscribe to
what the fuck?
Wind.
He actually changed his name again.
Sign up to MGTOW Wind. Or MGTOW in the Wind. Yeah.
And True Sherm.
And True
check out True Sherm.
True Sherm.
Check out you, motherfucker. Check out you. How about that?
Go check me out. I have no content, but check me out. Just stare at a white page for a minute. Pay your respects. Put your head on the computer if you want, and act like it's the north wall of Israel.
There you go.
Now he wants in now, so you can do outros.
Shout out to everybody. Hammerhand. Shout out to Mr. Elite. Shout out to Mr. Forma, the Godfathers. The Godfathers to me, I guess, but yeah. And Freaky Jersey Tales. Shout out to Go subscribe to Freaky Jersey Tales on Anchor.
Freaky Jersey Tales.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. All right. We'll see you gentlemen later. Y'all have a good night.
Jericho over here.
See you Sunday, maybe? Sunday. I think Sunday sounds pretty good. Sunday night.
I got all this weekend off, so we gonna kill this shit layer by layer.
You coming Sunday, Mr. Forma?
Mr. Forma, it's gonna be lit. We'll have Philly.
Yeah, I'll be
pizza, brother.
I'm gonna be at the establishment, but maybe I could slide off for somewhere and talk for a little bit, maybe.
A little bit. Just
it's relentless.
That's what I ain't
gonna say shit. I ain't gonna be like, look, it's Mr. Forma.
Oh shit.
Oh no. That's okay. Everybody knows that.
I got recess with the pocket protector and write everything down.
He made us all go.
I hate that.
And that's what it's all about. Savages, baby.
All right. I tried to be a savage today. I really wanted to get roasted. Mr. Forma, next week, when you pop in, I want a roast. Hello?
You want me? I can't roast you.
Yeah, no, come on. You gotta. It's all fun. Believe me.
You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything wrong.
Look, if you had a real name, I'd call you that. But look, I am so
like a rap battle, really, Dozang?
Right?
Wow, Dozang. Like that? You want some punishment, dude? Is that what you want?
No, I wanna.
I could duct tape you. I'm always looking for good volunteers.
Wow.
Tico.
Really? We really doing this?
I just want.
We're really doing this right now, guys.
I wanted to hear a good roast. Look, I've asked a lot of people to roast me, and I'm a pretty honest guy. I'll roast myself. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. But I haven't
There's
heard.
nothing to roast you on,
I
man.
have
You,
not
there's nothing.
heard a good roast on me. I'm telling you, like I'm not a butthurt kind of deal. I'm not.
Yeah, but we don't.
You're
don't
in the
have nothing
brotherhood,
on you
man.
yet.
It's like that.
We don't-
I mean,
yeah.
like
We don't have nothing on you.
brotherhood.
You just
Mr. Forma, you will not hurt me.
Look, we're still
don't worry
building
about it.
material. I don't know how to
we're
tell
still
you
building
this.
material.
Yeah.
We're still building the.
I mean,
case on
you know, this
I
whole
have
simping out the HR thing is a start, but we're not there yet.
Good night.
No, double. I got a little
you
something
really
brewing
I
there,
don't usually
but that's
roast
not me.
I'd actually
No, that's
go
fucked
for
up.
I said I was going
Hey, Duzang, if it makes you feel any better,
Yeah.
all the stuff you told me before all these people jumped in the live stream in the backstage, I ain't gonna tell nobody, so them secrets are safe with me.
Okay. All right, brother. I appreciate that.
So what I know more about you since we've been in the backstage by ourselves. So I'm not gonna tell nobody, and I will stay safe with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens backstage stays backstage. Just saying. Yeah, we don't talk about the backstage.
I treat it like it's a HIPAA violation.
Yeah,
Y'all don't need to
Do
know.
no harm,
I need to
motherfucker.
know.
that would be out of conformance.
That'd
Yeah.
be distasteful. Distasteful.
A lot of personal
Uh-oh.
shit happens
He's
back.
back. What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I just had to
wanted to do an intro
He wanted to do an
my
outro.
phone-
or an
My
outro.
phone
He
Whatever.
ain't even important enough to get an outro. I should silence his ass.
Yeah, you can.
I should.
I'm
That's fine,
just
you can
joking.
silence me.
I'm just joking. Go do your outro, Yam.
Oh, this is Baron Yam. Subscribe to my channel,
AKA Prince Diaries.
aka the Prince Diaries. Yeah, Baron Yam, the Prince Diaries. How can I be a Baron and a Prince? Yeah, that's difficult to answer.
No, it's not.
But-
It's actually not hard at all to answer that.
Oh.
Multi-quantum levels.
It's like
Quasar level.
you could be a duke and a prince, so you could be a baron and a prince.
Dude.
Yep.
I don't want to be a Duke. I don't want to be a Duke. Duke is bad. But yeah, subscribe to my channel.
Because Prince Harry was a duke.
A motherfucking quasar.
I'm a motherfucking Duke.
Fucking Quasar.
I'm Duke Baron Yam.
But anyway, go Baron.
Yeah, go.
Do your outro.
Yes.
Niggas trying to
My
go to bed,
outro.
nigga. Damn.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and if you're watching this, honor Duzangs and light up a fat one.
Oh yeah. Do that.
It's
Double
in
I-
your best interest. It's in your best interest to do it.
I heard some wind.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. Anyway, Yam, you're stalling.
I did my outro.
Oh, that was
Done.
it.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
no.
Double I.
Shortest fucking outro I've ever heard you do.
I'm serious.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting better at it.
Fuck. All right.
Double I.
Anybody else?
All right, gents, be good to yourselves.
Yes, sir.
Grow your money, and I'll see you on the next one. Double
All right.
eyes out.
Double eyes.
Psychesoap.
Mr. Forma?
No, Mr. Farmer's gonna go after me.
Oh damn!
Wow.
Big pissing contest.
Did you fall asleep?
No, I'm not a tough act to follow, fam. I like to send a shout out to Triple H, Zeitgeist Eater, MGTOW, Checkmate, True Sherm, RPM, E-Man 67, Robert Green. Yes, he did them 33 strategies of fucking war. And, you know, don't even hate. You know, Big John, he's still prepping. Y'all need to go to that channel, for real, for real. Lana MGTOW, give them nothing, right?
Give them nothing. You don't owe them shit.
Right.
Like my man, Mr. Elite, big shout to him. Big shout to Forma. My man, Mr. Forma, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about Titanium Brady because he just made himself Bronze Brady by going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and all this other extra shit. I had to do it, though.
Wow.
You got me.
I had to do
You
it,
got me.
though.
Now you see,
No one
Duzangs.
else
See, this
is.
is how Duzangs. Now you're in the brotherhood. This is how we roast each other. We need to get to know you a little better,
Your team.
and then you'll get yours. Don't worry about it, bro. You'll get yours. But this is Mr. Forma, and I want to give a big shout out to all the guys that I care about, and y'all know who y'all are, and Thanks for having me.
No Psychesoap.
Anytime,
Oh man.
Anytime.
But I wasn't done. Share
Go
this
ahead.
video to men that need a red pill. Like and comment if you stumbled upon this shit, made it this far. Subscribe, bang the bell if you want to see all these brothers again in all their channels, man. I'm serious, man. Don't let Susie Q take you down, baby. Even if that Roni's out there, you better watch that Roni boy.
You better watch that Roni.
Roni.
Oh yeah, one more thing. One more thing.
Your turn, fella.
One more thing.
Controls.
I would, Judge Judy. I'd hit that.
I hit.
Dude.
Wow. Anywho's. And he gonna leave out on that shit. Anyways, this is your boy Tico Tren. This is your boy Tico Tren.
He hit it and ran.
Yeah, he literally did, didn't he? Little motherfucker. Let's talk about this on Sunday or whenever the hell he
hit
comes
it
back.
and ran.
He literally did.
There
We'll
you
have a
go.
conversation about
There's your
this
pump
next
and dump, Yam.
Yeah, I know, right?
Pump and dump.
Oh my gosh, that's
Damn.
a one night stand. It was
He
good.
just pumped and dumped it right
Yeah,
there.
he literally did. And he
Hey,
ran.
he can't
ran.
consent because if he had any alcohol, he can't consent to actually saying that
And
He's like,
not only that, but he left a couple slices of pizza on the side.
Yeah, right? he left some fries and
shit.
shit.
No, my man,
No,
Mr.
no, no,
Forma,
not the
yo,
pizza.
if you
We're gonna
are,
talk about this
you're gonna
next
play
live
this
stream
shit
because that
back
was
at
He
the
cooked
end,
for
shit
yo.
right there. That was some serious shit right
The
there.
Three Amigos
That
is
was
coming
some-
soon, brother.
That was some
can
shit.
stop
We're gonna
this.
talk about this next live stream. But I'm gonna do my outro.
Let's take a fork
This
in
is your boy Tico Tren,
No, that's so
aka
bad.
the Internal Sadist.
Yeah.
Take pride in yourself, men. Be good to yourself. Treat
I
yourself.
just saw the
Spoil
18
yourself.
van roll out.
And everything under the sun to yourself. Just treat yourself and everything for yourself. I would like
Right.
to give a shout out, and I want you to go check out people like this. Mad Bus Driver X. Definitely
Yes.
check them out. Alba and Pre.
That is true SYSBM material, man. Y'all better get out there.
SYSBM.
Clayton Thomas.
Definitely. Check out Sweetheart.
Just
Check
Nigga,
out
who is
Sweet
that?
Padre. Check out Sweetheart's a new MGTOW content creator. He's actually pretty good. I actually like him a lot. Check out Lemuel Checkmate. It used to be Lemuel Checkmate. Also
Live
check
my
out
own way,
Lion of
Checkmate.
MGTOW. I like
My
his
man,
content.
Checkmate.
Check out Quiet Earp. I like his content. Check out True Sherm.
Back.
Definitely check out MGTOW on the Win.
Yup,
Check him
yup.
out. Check him out.
Penske truck, nigga.
Penske truck. And the motherfucker picked the truck. Check out.
If you
check
drive
out,
a Penske truck, please call in.
right? Yeah. Check out who else? I'm forgetting somebody. Check out Janky Show. Definitely go check out my boy Janky. And check
Actually, I'm
out
gonna find
Freaky Jersey
somebody.
Tales on Anchor. He has some good content still. And y'all have a blessed day. And it's great serving you guys. He said cakes, and absurd comment
Steak
section, Mr.
savage,
Forma.
baby.
No,
cakes.
I hate that.
Y'all be blessed and y'all have a good day. We'll see y'all again tomorrow
Don't say
for
the C
Table
word.
Flip, and on Sunday for Relentless. Y'all have a blessed night. Be good
Y'all
night.
have a
everybody.
good night.
Good night, everyone. Peace.
Oh, y'all can fuck.